I mean, the last time I talked, I heard about a whole Chelsea rebrand. But if you guys want to go back to your slutty ways, going through managers,
Wow.
Factos.
Wow.
Let Beta speak on it.
They're pimping out themselves now.
Speak your truth, Beta.
Did you know how many times I cried? You know how many times I cried, bro? Every time I see Nagelsmann coaching,
you can't call this team a golden generation. There's nothing.
Hans was asked, what is a register? I swear he said, someone.
no way.
I do it.
Once is an anomaly, twice a coincidence, 3 times is a pattern, 4 times is juju. That's my saying. So I'm sorry, it's witchcraft is happening. We got breaking news. So obviously, this is the red time where like a quality piece of news has happened before the show. So of course, before this breaking news, we're going to address Chelsea, address Potter because Potter out is now trending. Sack Potter is trending. We're going to talk about Felix, Zeman's favorite player in the world. Obviously, Real Madrid winning the Club World Cup against your boys Al Hilal, and also let's give our thoughts about the FIFA best nominees for players and for coach as well. I think the player one is obvious, but the coaching is maybe might be a bit more interesting. But we had a bit of breaking news before the show. So Pep has been having a press conference, and we're going to sort of react to the press conference that your boy Pep Guardiola has been given.
The Premier League burned to the ground.
Yeah, and then he's gonna obviously give some answers, obviously to but he took some shots at a certain Stevie G. At a certain Stevie
G is catching stories.
Slippy G.
It's madness, man. It's madness. So, guys, welcome to the video, guys. Please like that video, hit that like button, guys. If you hit the like button, mods, whenever you see, guys, drop that like and encourage guys in the chat to drop that like. I will really appreciate it. If there's subscribe if you're new, and if there's anything you want to add to the show, feel free to send in your super chats. Your super chats and your dubs is what helps this channel grow and keeps this channel beautiful and healthy, man. So, guys, look, man, let us get straight into this, man. Dory, Tom, I see in the back. I'll bring you in, Tom. So, I don't know where this came from. Now, I think we've sort of, in a way, been building up to this slightly. You know, so it's sort of been a bit building up because of what he's been saying, specifically with those things dropping through. But let me just give you a little bit of updates of what your boy Pep has been saying. Now, he gave out an interview. So this is a press conference. And his presser, he said that, and I think obviously being sarcastic, he said, are we to blame for Steven Gerrard slipping? My thing is, why would you even say that? That is, I don't care what anyone says. Pep is a poker player. That is clearly a shot at Liverpool. It is clearly a shot at Liverpool with him saying those words. But let me pull this out there. Okay. Oh, he's even updated now. So, and Fab has been printing this out, so we'll read what your boy Fab has been saying, man. So, from Pep Guardiola, what they have done, we have done it. They want it removed. They want to remove it. Who is they? Is
the Premier League? The Premier League.
No. Okay, is it the Premier League or is it other clubs? Let me read this whole thing. That's a rhetorical question, not for you to answer. It's the only way we have to do it. What we have done all the time. I think is referencing to how they've done everything on the pitch. But there's more. There is more. All right. Here we go. So, what these 9 Premier League teams have done, I don't forget it. They want the position of the UCL for the big amount of money to pay the stadiums they built. So it's okay. But we want it because after that, there can be suspicions. He's pointing fingers. Your boy Pep is pointing fingers.
Is he talking about Spurs?
Yeah, but is he talking about Tottenham? Because Tottenham is the only one with like a nucleus.
He's talking about Spurs, Arsenal, United, Liverpool, Burnley.
All right.
Burnley were in
let
the
me read this. Let me read this. So, I'm proud about Man City owners. I'm proud of Man City's chairman for the relations we have in the past for them together, and I rely a lot on the past. Now you cannot imagine I want to leave them alone. Look, Pep, we already know he's a weirdo. Pep is a strange man. He's a really strange man.
My baldy.
Okay, so my thing here is this. Zeman, did he have to go after Steven Gerrard? Zeman, let's be real. Was that a shot at Liverpool?
You know,
is that a shot at Gerrard?
You know what's the wild thing? Those type of shots are out of character for Pep. Pep usually praises players, praises managers that he knows that he can get the best out, the best against. He doesn't normally do shots like that. Even when he's facing up against Jose Mourinho, he would always praise him in the press conferences to a certain extent. So it kind of feels weird that he's taking shots, but
because that seemed a little bit too personal. Like, is it? I mean, because here's my thing: him saying that he must know about how that is used several times of the slip, because that has to be in that. Because what else can that be apart from the backhanded comments at Liverpool? Wait, hold on, Zima.
Again, man, I think that, of course, we all know Pep is online. I mean, he made a reference to Guardiola, so this guy clearly,
he's online. He's clearly online.
This guy clearly is online, and he's tuning in to what fans are saying in terms of the league performances and whatnot. And I just feel like it's a case of him trying to protect the club because he's being asked instead of derailing he's feeling pressure. He's feeling pressure.
No, but Simon, my thing though is
there's a better way of going about it.
There's an investigation. No, you know what they say. If you're innocent, there's nothing you have to say. So Pep just okay, fine. When saying this makes sense if you've been charged. You come out as innocent, and it's like, you then clubs, you come out on everything. What if you're guilty? That's the whole point. So my thing is that saying, I don't understand why Pep feels the need to even come out so vociferously to be protecting City like this. When it's like, just say nothing. If you're innocent, say nothing. Why do remember, you're not guilty. You're not the one under investigation. It's your owners. So why do you feel the need to protect them?
But I feel like to a certain extent, this is something that's been boiling over at its time at Man City. This isn't the first time that these type of cases have been brought up. Maybe to the board, the backroom staff, they already knew this case was going to happen. They already knew this was going to come to it. And the words that he said before, the new evidence came up with 100 charges, breaches.
A lot of charges.
So with that in hand, and then you look at the fact that this guy a couple years ago said,
wait, when are Juventus back in court? Is this the 22nd or?
No. I'm just waiting at the end of February, man. I'm waiting at the end of February.
No, because I just need to update it because apparently Aniel is on the run, so they're trying to catch him. But apparently he's on the run. So.
No. Are we saying prison break new season is coming up because of this guy? Right?
the Italian version, the Italian job.
Michael Scofield, we got a job for you. But my thing is clearly clearly he said a few years ago before new evidence came out that he would leave if things ever got to the point where he felt like he was being lied to. So maybe that's eating him up to a certain extent because he's looking at this case and the board is probably not being as convincing as they can. And he's just trying to protect the club as much as he can. But at the same time, this isn't the way you go about it. Pep, I know you're more of a tactician when it comes to press conferences and you know how to push people's buttons. You don't attack a club legend like Steven G, even though, he's kind of telling the truth, but even though you don't attack him directly, you don't attack other clubs.
It's an attack. It's an attack. It's an attack.
That just puts more pressure on you and you're putting more pressure on the players because they're seeing you get rattled to a certain extent. So this is down to him and those UEFA charges. I can't wait for them, man. It's coming. It's going to be interesting. It's gonna be really
but they're going to skip. Yes, talk to me, man. Why would Pep go after Liverpool like this and so forth? And don't you dare sing Liverpool on that mic. Yes, yeah. Yes, there is muted.
Yeah. I know.
Say loser.
First and first, Z-Man, you stop twerking for Pep Guardiola. He has left your club. He has left your club for so long. Stop doing it. Stop twerking.
Wait.
I'm tired of Barca. I'm tired of Barca fans speaking about Pep like they're his manager. He managed Manchester City. He does not manage FC Barcelona.
No.
That's in the past.
Z-Man, he's waiting for Thursday.
Stop twerking for him.
Z-Man, he's waiting for Thursday. He's waiting for Thursday for your boy.
Stop twerking for him.
This is exactly my problem with Yasser.
I don't know what's wrong with Pep. The pressure might be getting to him. I don't know.
Somalians should not fight against each other.
Stop.
Yasser and Z-Man, Somalia must come together as one.
Okay, Z-Man, respond. What you gonna say?
Can I respond?
What you gonna say?
At what point was I defending Pep
You
when I
were.
said
He
the
was a
pressure getting on
tactician. I don't know what's
No,
going on
that's
with
my
him.
whole
He doesn't seem like the same guy anymore.
No.
Blah blah.
Okay.
It's like someone.
Yes, just make a point. Yes, just
Bro,
make a point.
Z-Man is like a-
shush.
Yes,
Make your points about Pep. Leave Zeman alone.
Okay.
I'll deal with him afterwards.
I'm not gonna lie to you. In the last couple of weeks, I've been more and more of a Pep Guardiola fan. This is one thing that what I used to hate about Pep Guardiola is, bro, tell us how you really feel. Stop playing for the camera. Stop playing for the press conference. Tell us how you really feel. This is what we loved about Mourinho. And that's why Mourinho had the streets, because Mourinho will tell you what it is. And Pep is telling you what it is. And I love it. You love it. The respect. You know what I mean? All the lines of Pep.
Was it below the line?
Why not? No. Did he say anything wrong? Did Pep Guardiola say anything that was inaccurate?
Why did he mention Gerrard though?
Why not?
Yes,
why
he's
not?
the manager
Why not?
of Man City.
Why not?
Why come on, Gerrard?
No.
I can explain.
Kadina, I'm gonna let you explain it, bro, in a little bit. But when there's like about 9 Premier League clubs are gunning for Manchester City's neck, are putting pressure on the Premier League 9, including one Liverpool. That you telling me he can't fight back? What? So is Pep Guardiola supposed to sit there after he gets bombarded from questions after questions after questions about a situation that he has nothing to do with? What do you want him to do? What do you want him to do? Nah, Pep. Pep Guardiola, fight for your life. Fight for your life.
And
take shots at every single.
I'm the defender.
No.
Wow.
Look. I want to keep it real. I don't care about City. I hope they get relegated. I hope they get fined. But I'm
They're
gonna
not
say,
get fined and so forth. No. Yes. How can you defend him taking shots at Gerrard like that?
Why not? No, because this is the same Liverpool. This is the same Liverpool that has put pressure on the F. No.
Yes.
Nah.
What did Gerrard
Everyone's getting smoked. Liverpool, like Gerrard is in association with Liverpool Football Club. That means Liverpool Football Club gets smoked. Gerrard gets smoked. Everybody gets smoked. Jamie Carragher, you too. Every single one of it. Graham Sanders, you too. Come on, bro. Nah. I'm tired of this, bro.
A lot of guys want me to drop the break. They want to drop the break. But I'm holding off. I'm holding off for the break. Okay, so Abdallah, talk to me, bro. Like, why is Pep coming out like this?
The perfect reference this is. Pep has turned heel. If you understand the wrestling reference, He is no longer a baby face where it's like no comment, stuff like that. He is tearing the establishment apart in terms of the Premier League. Why is he going to keep quiet? No comment, blah blah blah. I only be speaking with my lawyer.
No, but-
president. I like this Pep. Hold
why
that.
go after
hold
Gerrard?
that.
Why go after Gerrard?
Because look, it is not Gerrard's fault, and it is not Liverpool. It is the cult, which is Liverpool fans and their manager, who are like, oh, you haven't got a Champions League, or you haven't got Champions. Stevie's got has a Champions League, and he slipped, and we always get told he slipped. So therefore, I think Pep has a burner account, and he's because he always gets it from the Liverpool fans. He always gets it, and this is like, F you, Liverpool fans. This is what you get, and you and your annoying manager. And I like this. This is, and you know, all these comments has only the fan base, the City fan base, has all been divided. It has just brought us all together, and this is going to bring the dressing room together.
Well, you better win against Villa, though.
We got that moody little child out of the club named Cancelo, who can't defend, who's now
Apparently, he's playing well for Bayern.
Man like Trent has gone back to the number one worst fullback. It was Cancelo number one now.
Cancelo is doing great by Bayern.
Yes,
so.
in a dead league, which is Bayern's Liga,
You see against PSG, so
Okay,
We'll see.
Okay, Abdul, you know Pep very well. Why is Pep coming out with smoke like this, man? Abdul, explain, man.
I think it's because. Can you hear me, by the way?
Yeah.
Clearly, clear.
I think it's because Pep is starting to realize that he's a fraud of a manager.
Whoa! Hey! Yo!
Now that was unexpected. That was unexpected.
HH, you
Explain.
know, I'm
I love
sick and
Abdul.
tired of.
I
I'm
love
sick
him.
and tired of this guy, HH. You know, people are not talking about this, but this fraud has almost had oil money for a full decade, and he's still got no UCLs, bro. You know how crazy that is. You know how crazy that is, HH.
Hold up. Abdullah, that's deep, but how could you have oil money for a decade and one UCL final which you lost, man? That's deep, man. That's
to
deep.
Chelsea.
Do you know? I don't know why Barca fans are turning on one of their greatest managers.
Crazy, right?
I don't.
No,
It makes
that's
no
facts.
No.
It makes
But
no
that's
sense.
facts. That's
Everyone
facts.
I don't get
deserves
it.
how
It makes no sense.
No.
I don't get
No.
it.
I'm a fan of
Hold on, Abdullah.
That's
Hold
not facts, though.
I understand. So Messi's
Abdullah,
saying-
is Abdul lying though?
He's not
That
lying.
he's had all money for almost a decade and has made one UCL final and has 0 UCLs. Is that a
So,
lie? Yes or no?
Look,
He has two
Look,
UCLs.
rivals
though.
care
Abdullah,
more
is that
about
a
him
lie?
not
Yes or
winning
no?
UCL.
Abdullah, is that a lie? Yes or no?
This is the truth. You
It's
can't
the
deny
truth.
it.
It's the truth. Yes.
You can't deny
But he
it.
has two
And-
UCLs though.
Wow. Okay. You
What,
can't
not
answer.
nearly
Okay.
a decade. Okay, yeah, nearly a decade.
It's-
Nearly a decade.
It's
But
like
so
having
what?
all the answers for a test instead.
You guys said not nearly a decade, then realized, oh yes, nearly a decade.
Look at this man.
What
sitting
the
Abdul,
here,
fuck?
Abdul, can you grab the mic?
This
Abdul, can you please grab the mic,
You want
please?
them two UCLs?
Abdul, can you grab the
want them
mic?
two
Abdul, can you grab the mic, please? Abdul.
HH. I just feel like the respect and the attention this guy gets, like, HH, people need to realize that
Mm.
this guy has been, you know, I started realizing this like the last couple of years, HH. This guy has been fighting it out in the league with a guy, with a German fraud who's ever only won a final in 90 minutes against Spurs. Like HH, bro, my respect for Pep is based on his success. And bro, for me, you failed consistently the last 10 years. So I don't want to hear what you're talking about, bro. Bayern wanted a UCL, City wanted a UCL, bro. You flopped still year on year on year. Bro, why you beefing with Stevie G, bro? Bro, HH, everybody knows these guys, they are guilty, bro. He knows they're guilty because HH, I've seen people who are guilty and I've seen people who are innocent. the way they're acting just screams guilty
Come
to
on,
me.
you can't say that, Abdul. You
No,
cannot
no,
say
no,
that.
no, no. Wait, look at it. I just
No,
look
no, no,
at
no.
it like,
Because sorry, Abdul. Abdul is hitting a very interesting thing because my thing is that we first we just know if let's just live in a world in which they are found guilty, everything he's done for City will literally be erased. So all he'll have is Bayern, where he never won a UCL, never made it to the final, and the Messi tax
I
of his past
still haven't forgiven
successes.
for that.
and
So it's
AJ, you
real.
know what it is like? My thing is that, bro, if you was really innocent, bro, why are you fighting everyone? Why are you so triggered, bro? If you're really innocent,
No,
They're being
but
so
Abdul, don't I think? No, it's like
Abdul, you studied law.
no.
Isn't it innocent until proven guilty?
Wait, hold on.
Isn't
My
it
thing
no,
is,
no, no.
hold
It's
on.
innocent
Abdul,
until proven guilty, but it's like, bro,
The
if
way
you
he's
was
going
really
about
innocent,
it. Yeah.
why wouldn't you just help the
No.
Premier League in the investigation and
Let
get
me
it
okay,
over
Abdul,
and done with, bro?
Here's my thing of Pep. It's not that he knows that they're guilty or so forth. He is afraid if they are guilty, if that makes sense. So, so what he is that because he's on the internet and he knows. So he knew the reaction of everybody once these charges were made. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, you stole that trophy. You didn't really deserve to win it. You stole that thing from Liverpool. So as a manager who you're now being told that your wins are not legitimate, they're all stolen, they're all fraudulent, you'll be defensive of like, oh, so you just want to just attack us because you want to take away trophies that we actually won on the pitch. So there's that whole defensive thing that's come through. No, but actually, no, let Abdul, and I'll come back to you.
No, I pretty much rounded up my point. I just want to address some people in the comments. You know, the Barca fans, the Pep Dick riders who are calling me a fake fan. Guys,
Abdul said I did it. Zeman.
Listen. I fell in love with Barca not because of the HGH merchant, because of Dino, not because of Pep, because of Dino. Bro, I couldn't care less about Pep, bro. We want to see her. We want to
Abdul.
You know what's crazy, HH? This guy Yasser has been defending him like nobody else while I've been critiquing him. That's crazy, bro. And I'm a Pep writer. But okay.
Look, strangers. I said stranger things have happened. Okay, so Abdallah, what's it?
Look, the reason is people seem to forget that he's good friends with the two executives, Cheeky and Ferran. Of course, he's going to defend them. They're his best mates. Of course, Cheeky and Ferran.
Okay.
The executive, one of the executives, and the technical director. Of course, he's going to defend them. That's why he's coming out swinging. And only if we're found guilty, we'll only get one title stripped from his cabinet, which is the 2018 one, because it's only between 2009 and 2018 where the investigation is analyzing the allegations.
Was that the Mourinho
charges? Only. So you only get one title. You only get one title. One title will get in terms of United will get a title.
No, but
Liverpool will get one. Liverpool will get one.
So you're saying that you were not cheating after 2018.
On those years from
so you're saying that so after 2018 you were not cheating after 2018.
Yeah, no. It's only analyzing those between those periods.
But here's my issue, I'm gonna let everyone else go. But here's my issue. Like I think like this is a bigger picture. Like if City are found guilty, then that takes the Premier League as like that means like the Premier League, like what have you been doing? How did you allow this to happen? Like that means like the whole competition will lose its reputation. This is reputation damage for the Premier League. If they've been found guilty of all these charges and Manchester City had quote unquote been cheating all these years, and you just sat there and did nothing about it. Come on, that's crazy.
Yeah, see, you know what doesn't make sense? People keep on saying this is a criminal investigation. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. This is not compared to Juve. This is us just our owner trying to allegedly putting money into the club via other ways.
Don't say Abdullah. Don't say allegedly.
This isn't match fixing whatsoever. Yeah.
Abdul, relax.
Allegedly. Look, any other industry, an owner can invest. The only reason, let's be honest, people, anyone on this panel and anyone in the streets, nobody believes that FFP was designed to save your Boltons, your Berries, your Portsmouths. Nobody cares about those teams. I don't. FFP was designed to stop your Chelseas and stop your cities. That was the
100%.
only reason
No,
it came in.
Don't
That's
say
And the
true.
Chelsea.
only
Don't say
reason,
Chelsea. Don't say
That's
Chelsea.
true.
the only,
That's true.
My
No, that's
argument-
true.
my
Even
argument
that's
is-
true.
That's
Stop
cap.
lying.
That's
Stop
cap.
lying.
No,
That's
that's
cap.
true. That's
cap.
actually
That's
true, though.
cap.
It was
No,
designed.
my
It was
argument-
designed to stop. It was designed to stop your Chelseas.
Yeah,
No,
Stop.
just
that
say
it was.
Man City, say Man
let
City,
me-
say Man City.
That is the
you
only
see-
reason. Nobody, people. It's always
Yeah.
this whole lie of I used to stop teams from going out of business and the owners running, putting their teams out of business with investing so much money and putting them into there. Nobody cares about that. Trust me, that is a lie. That is a
That's true.
complete
I
utter
agree
lie.
with you.
100%.
You're capping.
That's not a cap.
Wait, hold on.
Because only-
Capping.
What are you saying FFP is there for truthfully?
FFP is designed to stop your teams, your Newcastles, your Chelseas, and your Cities, and any other team that's coming up with.
You know what's funny?
No,
Your teams, and let me carry just one
How's he
last
even
thing.
talking though?
We were competitive because your United, the Glazers weren't putting money into the club. They were leveraging the club's debt. Your Cronkies weren't putting money until recently, and your Liverpools weren't putting any money.
Wait, Abdallah. My thing is, the idea is you use money via revenue generated by your club. If, let's say, you can now extract money from other means and so forth, then okay. So the idea is, let us know what the rules are. The idea is, City were using money from external means, whilst other guys thought, oh no, you can't use money from external means. So the idea is that, can we use money from external means, yes or no? The other club says, well, we did so that we could use money from external means, while City are using money from external means, but on their finance sheets, they're not actually declaring that this money is from external means, therefore not truthfully showing the profits and losses that they have on their accounts. That's what it is. It's about financial competitiveness and staying within the rules.
Secondly, how can the board members of teams decide the rules? Because you look at the Premier League board, it's Daniel Levy, Kroenke, one of the FSG lot, one of the Glazers, and not even a Chelsea executive. How can you make the rules? Of course, even Haldane Mubarak is not even on the board. Haldane Mubarak is not on the board. Same with the US.
Abdallah, you're sounding very guilty, man.
Abdul, you're
And it's the same thing with the
Abdallah, you're sounding guilty, man. I say, Abdallah, if you're in court defending City, I'd convict you.
Of course, they're going to make
No, Abdallah. All I'm saying is that the way you're Abdallah. All I'm saying is that the way you're talking right now is that if you did this in court, I would convict you. I would convict City straight away.
You know
I'm
the
a
problem
fan.
with this.
I don't
Actually,
want
wait, hold on. Let me come to Rob and I'll come to your boy Mikey. So, Rob, what do you make of all this whole stuff, man? Rob.
Of what exactly the comment?
The comments by Pep. Why is he going after Stevie G, man?
Well, I think he's saying that kind of like sarcastic or maybe attacking the media, saying
But wasn't it below the belt? Wasn't it below the belt going after Stevie G?
Yes, I think so. But he's also basically saying that if we did cheat, then we were also how would you say it? Responsible for Slippy G slipping if we did cheat.
Rob, his name is Steven Gerrard, not
Sleepy G. That's his name.
Rob actually says
Stop
Stevie G.
protecting
Rob,
Liverpool,
his name is Steven
HH.
Gerrard.
Stop
Rob,
hating Liverpool.
Rob, his name is Steven Gerrard.
No, but he basically meant it sarcastically, being like that if we did cheat, then we also were responsible for Steven Gerrard slipping.
Oh man.
I can't hate on Rob, but Rob, your team held a 4-piece to Foxes today.
No, Rob, that was real, man. Rob, I have no idea what happened there, Rob. But
King Power Stadium. That's what happened.
A 4-piece, man. That was deep, man.
But you know, just quickly, HH, that says more about City than it does Spurs, bro.
How do you mean?
Like, how do you lose it? How you lose it, Tana?
No. But come on, bro, it's football matchup. It's about matchups. It's about matchups. So Mike, I'll take the observe to this. Mike, talk to me, man. I mean, Mike, was that below the belt by Pep going after your Captain Marvel?
Look at this guy Yassir still laughing away. This guy Yassir, are you 2 weeks since the Carabao Cup final? Karabuki, sorry. 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
All right, you better win that day. Otherwise, if you don't, it's gonna be a cookout. It's going to be a cookout that day.
Mike, today was a good day. Look at the results today. It was a good day.
I can't talk. I'm only mid-table still yesterday. I'm working my way up. My way up. We got to hit the gym. Look, if this guy is still... Steven Gerrard, who finished second that league, is still rent-free in Pep's head, this guy has to have a burner account on Twitter. I swear.
Yeah,
he must have seen all the Twitter pics of Stevie G.
It's like Todd Bowley.
Yeah, like Todd Bowley. I swear, Pep Guardiola, this guy... is acting like Dr. Brown from Back to the Future. Remember I said that a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
He's actually acting like him. If he had hair, his hair would be all over the place. It would be, but because he has no hair, you just don't see it. Losing more what is it called? What is the English word?
Hair follicle.
Follicles. There we go. That's it. Thank you. I didn't know what the English word was, but I don't really care. Pep, he can say what he wants. He deserves it. If this was some bum ass manager like Lampard, I'd be like, bro, what have you done as a manager? If it's Pep, he's cooking something.
But why is he doing this though? Like, because as people say, this seems a bit out of character for him just to come out and just say stuff like this. But why though? Just let the investigation run its course. Why are you talking?
Pep is a villain. Pep is a villain, bro.
Exactly.
Because you know why? By the time the investigation is concluded, he'll be gone. He won't be at the top.
That too. This is not going to be done until 4 years.
He has nothing to lose.
I don't really
get another contract extension after this.
Just let Pep be, man. This guy's cooking something in the mad scientist lab at the moment.
Michael, that's not true.
This investigation at the latest will be done.
No. But he has a lot to lose. He has a lot to lose.
What do he have to lose?
Guilty,
what does he have to lose, Abdul?
Title strips is unlikely.
No. If you're found guilty, he's been at a cheating club for a decade, bro.
9 years. Yeah, that's wild.
9 years.
That's crazy. Though,
Just win the Champions League this season. Just win the UCL this season. That's all I gotta say.
Look,
hold on. Let's go to Dubinsky's, man. So shout out to your boy talent. Oh no, this dude. Felix missed a month, still more goals than Gakpo.
That's crazy. That says more about Gakpo than Felix. It's crazy.
What, 007?
Alhambra, thank
the
you.
Whore, man. The whore.
Why is that mic? You need to relax with the mic. Alhambra, Pulis disaster class shows he doesn't have in-game reading to win titles, and he's also a piece of he couldn't wait to bring on Mason and Quarter, that piece of crap. But that's brick fruits picker who's garbage, who claps fans like a seal at SeaWorld to be proper Chelsea. Ambra, I told you, bro. It's people are wild. People who defend. I don't trust me. We'll get there. We'll have a discussion part. We'll get there. Zoltan TV. Lep had prime Messi, Barca, a treble-winning Bayern, and took over all money. City when they already won the Premier League. I don't get the Pep hype, man. Wake up, people. Look, Pep. You know why? No, wait. Hold on. Pep is a quality coach. Pep is a quality coach, and we have to give him credit in terms of his coaching and so forth. But you have to do that to a certain extent. Pep has never achieved dud. Pep cannot win with average players. Pep cannot take average players from this to this. He cannot win with a team that are not of a very high level. So he's been fortunate with the times that he's had to make. It doesn't take anything away from his successes, but calling him one of the great managers, it's weird because where's your dud? He doesn't have any dud.
What about PSG though? Like PSG, they spend all this money about all the superstars.
PSG are cost.
And then they're trash.
PSG are cost.
Honestly, after the City job, I want him to go not to mid-table, but sort of like not Scunthorpe. They're going to be in 6th division soon. We checked that the other day.
Bro, he needs Scunthorpe.
No. I would like to see him go to like a Sevilla or Valencia.
It would never happen.
That would never happen, bro.
I know it will never happen, but I just want to see him challenge himself. Not Mike,
I would love to see Pep go to someone like a Sevilla and so forth and see how well he can do.
But I know it won't happen.
But here's the thing, though. I can already spoiler. He won't be so successful. He needs high tier players.
How do you know that?
Mike, I know. Trust me. I know. He's a plan A matcher.
Isn't your boy Uncle Mo a checkbook manager as well? Isn't your boy
FC Porto?
Kind of.
FC Porto.
To be fair,
Inter Milan when he did
treble with Inter.
He won the Google Hangout, so respect him.
Look, I'm a City fan and I love Pep. Mourinho's better than him.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hold on, Patrick. We are coming for the 15th UCL because he beat Al Hilal. Okay, come on. Let's.
Are we gonna talk about those 3 goals, bro? Those 3 goals.
Wait, hold on. No, hold on. Mo, Lep about to lose the league.
That'd be crazy.
Mo is an Arsenal fan.
That would be crazy, though.
Mo, relax. You don't know Mo. You're about to lose the league, man. If City gets stripped, Chelsea gets a League Cup.
Do you really want that League Cup?
Actually, Harry Kane gets a trophy. Harry Kane finally gets a trophy.
Oh, no way.
And if Mourinho had stayed...
Oh, man.
Shut a wink. Imagine a bald, blanco, skinny guy. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Shout out to Ace. HH, we Arsenal were robbed. check James Sharp's Twitter.
Yeah.
Wait, how I explain what?
What?
Were they right,
It
bro?
was offside. It was offside.
What basis?
No, he wasn't.
Oh, they're on about the Tony goal.
They're
Oh,
victims.
the Tony
Yeah,
goal.
the Tony goal.
No,
yeah.
he's in the come
Oh,
on.
come
You know who got robbed?
Wait,
Chelsea
guys.
got robbed today. Chelsea
Chelsea
got
got
legit
robbed.
got robbed today.
Oh no! Hold on, we'll get there. We'll get there. Talent FC. Felix scored a goal. Poro scored onside. Okay. I'm moving. Alhambra. FFP 100% is to stop other clubs competing with new money. Danger isn't from new owners, but temptation for poorer clubs to keep up by overspending.
That is true.
Look,
FFP is
my thing is, look, FFP is trash.
It's a
Let's everyone just spend. My
But
mind
you
is
know,
just everyone just spend.
you know that's like, I know if it suits the City narrative to say that, and Chelsea narrative to say that, but it just isn't true because
unless you're a football communist.
Because Abdullah, can I just land?
Unless you're a
bro,
football
please?
communist or
Can I just land, bro?
socialist,
Please, please, for 1 second. Bro. Like during that time where FFP were implemented, we were seeing a lot of clubs go under, bro, because of financial ruin, their owners not being able to invest properly. And that's why FFP was implemented, HH. Don't let these guys, Chelsea.
No, Abdul, you can't say that because you're the same guy, Zeman as well. All the Barcelona fans, all the La Liga fans are complaining about FFP in La Liga. You guys are complaining about FFP in La Liga. So you can't say, FFP is amazing, but still bitch about it. Come on, bro.
This is why I'm saying, how does it even make sense to complain about FFP if you're Man City, when in reality, no clubs that don't have oil money are being impacted by FFP more than clubs that have oil money, bro. But then I feel like you're misunderstanding. Like FFP doesn't allow people to spend the money that they can. That's the point. Like even with the small clubs, even if they have rich owners, they can't spend the money because of FFP. Of course.
That's
that's the whole point. Wait, 1 second, Abdullah. But that's the whole point with FFP because FFP are saying, okay, what if the owners tomorrow lost all their money? Because that could happen. What if the owners, they pulled away tomorrow? What would happen to the club? FFP wants to ensure that clubs can live on beyond their owners.
Look, the football industry is the only industry where an owner can't invest its own money.
That's crazy.
Football is the only industry where you can't invest your own money.
That's crazy, bro. Derby County got relegated because they invested in their own club. They got relegated. That's crazy.
Abdul, here's my thing though. Why don't people have a contract that every owner signs that's basically you can't leave the club in debt or in financial ruin. So spend however much you want, blah blah, this and so forth. But at any point you want to leave the club, you can't just leave the club in financial ruin. Sign that within a contract.
You know what's the problem? The problem with your idea scenario? Because you're saying like all the owners have to gather and sign the contract. If I'm an owner, why would I sign the contract if there's already rules being implemented
That's true.
now for FFP? That's not my business. That's the league's business. Their job is to audit the amount of spending I spent. And my problem with Man City fans is they're saying we're running like Man United or those type of clubs. I'm looking at it from this standpoint, right? You're no different than Juve simply because you are actually lying and you're cooking the books.
I get that point.
We're not match fixing. We're not match fixing.
No. That's the whole point.
Bribing refs.
But you know what?
You were not bribing refs in this instance. That was 06.
You know what the funny thing is? Abdullah claims that and City fans, they claim that FFP was only introduced to keep clubs like Man City small. Then why are you a big club now? So are you telling me?
Look, we're not a big club.
Abdul got him. He got him.
Look, we're a small club from Manchester. So what? I don't care.
Okay, no. It's factual information that Man City are a big club now. So either you've cheated FFP or FFP doesn't work.
I love
Speak on
that.
So Abdullah, what is it then?
Look, FFP
have you cheated FFP or does it not work? What is it?
FFP doesn't work. It's a flawed concept.
No, you literally cheated it.
It is a flawed concept.
But you cheated it, did you not? By cooking the books.
I don't
Abdallah,
know.
did-
Do I work,
Hey,
do I work for City? I'm just saying.
wait, hold on, Abdallah. Do you really believe that City did cook the books? Yes or no?
You know
I'm
you
not
did.
sure.
You guys did. You
I'm
know
not
you guys
sure.
did. No, come on. You know you did.
I'm not
Like,
sure. I'm not
What do you
sure.
mean you're
Guys,
not
I
sure?
agree with you, man. You know you did.
You know you did.
I tell you why I'm confident. You know why I'm confident? The reason is the Premier League are on their own right now, and they're stupid lawyers. Do you know why? The Tories and the UK government wouldn't want to damage their relationship with
the
UAE.
Tories, man.
This guy
Yeah, yeah,
always
listen.
reflex, man. This is
why.
Pep student.
The
This is Pep
UAE,
student, bro.
the UAE invest a lot of
Pep student.
money in the UK economy. What the U Manchester? What have the Glazers done for Manchester? Nothing.
I gotta be honest. This more so than anything exposes the EPL's FFP, because if this was La Liga,
Yeah.
No, it's trash. No, it's trash, bro.
And why is it?
No.
Zeman, why is
Wait, hold on. Do you know what I've always said? Wait, hold on.
the bin?
Wait, hold on. So, do you know what I've always said? And this is what I said initially, which is that I think this whole thing about the EPL, it's all BS. Because I feel that the EPL, they knew City were doing this, but they were
They
like,
did.
Yep.
but they're like, all that matters is the Premier League brand. This is good for the brand because, hey, over there
Big
in
facts,
Spain,
H.
over there in
Yeah.
Spain, there are guys, going over, you can't spend, but in the Premier League, if you just allow owners
That's
to
so
spend
true,
whatever they want and so forth,
Yeah.
it makes the Premier League far more attractive. Oh my gosh,
You know, it's
because guys, think about it.
That's true,
If you have this institution where you can spend 500 million, 800 million, boom. Why they're doing this is because the government's released this white paper that says that does the Premier League regulate itself or do they need an independent regulator? I believe that the EPL got wind of the government wanting to regulate and they're like, oh, no, we don't want an independent regulator. So let's just act as if, hey, we really want to say something with the City.
Yeah.
Do you think this guy's going to charge City? Hell no.
HH.
Because
Wait,
they want City to cheat. They
Michael,
want it.
Michael, just before you go,
go.
it's so perfect that you hit this on the nail, HH, because people, they keep saying, and what's it called? League said this the other day. Oh, why didn't La Liga capitalize on Messi and Ronaldo in La Liga? HH, they didn't capitalize on it because they actually implemented FFP, which didn't allow owners to pump in money into the league. Unlike the Premier League,
True.
that just allowed it, bro. This is why when people say, oh, La Liga didn't do their job right, actually, they did do their job right. It's the Premier League that allowed this corruption to happen, bro.
No, because Abdullah, what you don't understand is that we all knew that City were not following the rules because Abdullah, how do you spend that amount of money when you know that your stadium isn't being sold out, you're selling no merchandise like the way United and Liverpool are selling, and the sales of players just don't match up? So the amount you're spending doesn't match up with
there's another example.
So forth.
How can Bournemouth are catching a lot of strays this week, but shout out to them. They're spending 70 million with Creed and Black Panther money. Shout out to Michael B. Jordan on transfers this window. I don't see Elche doing that. I don't see the wonderful Cadiz doing that. I don't see Rayo Valladolid doing that, because actually, like Abdullah and you have said, La Liga implemented FFP, and the Premier League are like, nah, guys, let's just spend all the money in the world.
Look at Torres. Look at Torres.
Barcelona and Real Madrid.
No.
Because you don't welcome foreign investment.
Well, Abdullah, you know what's a perfect case scenario for what would happen if a sheikh if a rich owner came into La Liga? Look at what happened to Malaga. They literally had a rich investor coming to the league, but he couldn't do that much with it, to the point where he had to dismantle, and he said, I think
East Coast there.
Yeah, they couldn't even invest on it. So it's like, I'm telling you, the EPL runs by different leagues.
But to be honest, though, if I look at it from a different perspective, understandable. Okay, Manchester City cheated, but the fact that Man United are up for sale and Liverpool up for sale, at the end of the day, if Man City get away with it, that means is all hell will break loose on the EPL.
Yeah.
It will be a madness. It will be an I'm not gonna lie to HH Man United. We're not forget about cheating. We will invent things that people will never seen before. We will do things that people will never see, bro. I'm warning people. I'm just warning people, bro.
Okay, so
why you always so hyped, bro? You're always hyped, you know.
I love football, bro. The reason why I love you guys.
Yeah, I see that.
Wait, I'm Ramesh. We considered 3 goals against halal foods. This will be a trophyless season. All right.
What?
Okay, I think I'm making reference to Chelsea. Canadian fries. Like the video. Let's go. Thank you, man. Like the video, guys. Thank you, Canadian fries. Thank you for the Dubinsky. Thank you, man. Zeno. Pep learning some tricks from. Hey,
Yeah, he called him up.
This is typical Uncle Mo. Pep couldn't care less about Stevie G, just Liverpool. He name dropped Levy now. Stevie G with Liverpool. Look, bro. But no, he wants to smoke. Last year's Lep stream scarred Pep for life.
Imagine Pep watches the stream.
Of course he does.
He does.
That's what, how does he know about Fraudiola?
No, he knows.
Adaj, after the City trial, Klopp will be crowned 100 points invincible Prem UCL champ.
Nah, we can't have that. Listen, I will give up.
You're not getting any retrospective trophies.
I will give up my trophies. I will give up the Marino trophy and the Oli
I'm
trophy.
already confident.
No, Jamal, I'm giving up the Oli trophy, the Marino trophy, everything for you guys not to get trophies, bro. No, I'm not having it.
FFP also has a cultural angle. Without FFP, clubs in Europe will need to let go of traditional structures such as the social system, 50 plus. You see, okay, last thing, because we need to move to the next topic, but last thing I'll say on this is this. So 50 plus 1 rule. Is that something to be proud of?
It depends.
Because my thing is that, let's be real. Union Berlin ain't doing nothing. Relax. I know the Union Berlin. Well done.
Hey. Did you see the goal they scored today, HH?
Michael talks football. Union, Wanyon, or whatsoever. They are not winning this Bundesliga. But
what if they do? What if they do?
Then I'll have a 5.
They might, you know.
Then I'll have a 5.
I don't know, HH.
No. Look, Prince, if they do, that would be an incredible, one of the best football stories ever. But my thing though is that I just believe that this whole 50 plus 1 thing, yay, tradition, we will the club 10 in a row. Now, Union may break this whole 10 in a row, but it's not just the fact that basically 50 plus 1, you've had 10 in a row. So my thing though is, let's try to level the playing field. If you've got money, I've got money. I've got money. I've got money. I've got money. So now level the playing field. 50 plus 1 rule, it's not a level playing field. Because if you have the 50 plus 1 rule, what you now have is the established club, which is the establishments, get everything. But if you now remove the 50 plus 1 rule, where I know buying you the establishments, but what if a guy doesn't want to go to ban? He wants to actually get paid three times more.
Well, HH, you can cook the books and be like RB Leipzig and Wolfsburg. You could be like those clubs because they kind of go around the 50 plus 1 rule and are able to invest in money and invest in players. They are. Just check into it.
So the way that City do?
Let me make an argument against it.
Not to City.
Because my last point at the one cinema. Yeah.
Let me make an argument against it, right? We're talking about it from an international fan standpoint. I know that Bundesliga is more tradition. It's more about community with these clubs. But then you also look at other clubs abroad. I mean, we already talked about Bilbao with their regional policies. You also look at I believe Real Sociedad had the same policies, but they decided to go against it. Yeah. It's a thing of culture for these guys. It's a thing of being a club for the people that live there. Yeah. And that's the problem. So 51 plus 1 is going to be supported by the fans. Therefore, you can't necessarily overturn it.
That's what I say, like, basically, you hit the head. It's the battle between the traditional fan and the kind of the competitive fan. For the traditional fan, it's not really about winning and losing. It's about family and community. But for that international fan, I want to win. I want to be competitive. But from the fan who lives in Berlin, in Munich, in Frankfurt, and so forth, I'll be happy to win. But all that matters is that my club represents something true that I believe in. If we win, cool. If we lose, fine. But what's matter more than winning trophies is my club is doing something that I believe in and has the same values, which is cool. But I want to win. Wait, hold on. We have to move. All right, so here we are. Okay, so guys, he was trending.
Felix.
He was no, not him. The other
GP.
They do it in the dugout. Yeah, Graham.
Someone said GP.
GP. You mean general practitioner? Mike,
have you seen the picture of a Potter sitting on a bench, and then somebody said, "This is how he's sitting at halftime." His legs crossed over.
I saw it. Yeah.
Okay. Look, Mike. What do you make of this whole Potter thing? Because basically, I've gone online, and I personally am surprised by the amount of Chelsea accounts that are like, he's useless, out of his depth, bring Tuchel back. Like, there are very few that are like given time, but the overwhelming amounts of Chelsea fans who are like, nah, this guy ain't right. Nah, this is wrong, and I'm totally against him. I don't think Potter realizes that you won't get the kind of 2 years you had at Brighton. If the performance continues to do bad and the results are bad, I don't think Chelsea fans will give him the time we all assumed that we would give him. So talk to me on it.
You're club HH and you're fans. Honestly,
Mike, this is what happens when you speak fluent trophy. So.
No. Patience. That's what I want you to know, HH. Patience. It's a valuable thing in life. And right now, you guys need it. Because what do you expect from this? This is what I don't understand with Chelsea fans. Yes, you spent 300 million, 600 million. I fully get it. What do you expect to do with this season? Generally, you're not going to make top 4.
Mike,
you're not going to get 5th place.
So I think it's 2 wins in 13.
Okay, all right. It's called. Have you seen his record at Brighton and the first season? Have you seen his record in the first season at Östersund? Remember, I told you, HH, his only trophy in his whole career as a manager is one Svenska Cupen. That's it. Just one. So clearly, I don't think he knows how to handle pressure in big moments at a big club. And that's something he has to develop. And doesn't he have a master's in like sports psychology or something like that? I believe, Graham Potter. I think it's something like that.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, okay.
No, not sports psychology. It's
social.
Like human psychology or something.
Human psychology. He's gonna need to test that. He's gonna need that to test that on himself because right now he's going through a pressure cooker. I'm gonna wait until the Chelsea Dortmund game. If he goes out in the round of 16, then questions need to be asked. Because right now, of course, it's the Premier League and you're...
Wait, hold on. Questions. What do you mean by questions? Mike,
why do you have this
if Chelsea... No, just for visuals. Questions. Mike, if Chelsea go out against Dortmund, he has to walk.
He has to walk?
I don't know how Potter continues if you go out in the round of 16. Mike, you're talking about one of the biggest clubs on the planet. Chelsea don't go out in round of 16 and so forth. We are Chelsea going as favourites of the UCL every single year. That's what it is and so forth.
Aren't you 10th?
No, they're 9th, man.
They're 9th.
My club is 10th, unfortunately. So I can't.
We don't want to hear from Europa clubs, please, man. You guys still.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Mike.
I just don't understand, HH. Like, you have all these players come in every day. He's saying, "Hello, Enzo, how are you doing? Hello, Mudryk, how are you doing the next day? Madueke, hello." Every day there's a new player coming in. It's like a business. You hire somebody new. It's not gonna be like magic immediately. It's about building chemistry. And I understand. Look, his substitutes today were garbage. When you bring on the British quota.
But that's where you have to go. Is that I am with you
because I didn't watch the game, but I heard the first 30 minutes was good.
Very good. Best.
Okay, you can build on that. It's called baby steps. You're not going to go over 9 and have a dominant performance for 90 minutes. Look at Arsenal with Arteta in the first 2 years. They were getting spanked at home.
But Mike, here's the thing though. See, it's in-game management. So you're saying that Korea doesn't win a pass forward.
Oh, that guy! I don't know what's happened to him. He needs to go back to Getafe.
But here's the thing, though. So you can see that he's actually not working well with Mudryk and
players he knows.
Mudryk.
Yeah.
What does he do? He takes off Korea. Mudryk is like, finally, I can play with Chill. Oh no, Mudryk, you're also coming off for us as well. It's like, huh?
Yeah.
Bro, at least give me a left back that can actually go up and down and actually move the ball forward. So my thing that, and then you then bring on. Mike, it's 1-1 and you need to win the game. What's the edge going to do? What's Cook and Gallagher going to do? How are they going to help you win the game?
To be fair, though, Gallagher should have had a penalty because of that handball. Now, how that's not a handball is beyond me.
Mike, 100%. That was a stolen 100%. Mike,
I couldn't believe it.
But my thing, though, is you have to look beyond that.
No, of course.
And you have to just look at the facts of like, why are you bringing him on? When it's also like, do you want to get yourself like?
But looking at your bench, you didn't have a whole lot of options. That's the thing.
Okay, Mike.
The midfield is pretty dry.
My thing is, unless Loftus-Cheek couldn't move and so forth, boom. But here's the thing. Okay, put Mount in that midfield as well. Okay, put Mount in that midfield there. Gallagher cannot play in this kind of a game. He is arguably the worst footballer in this team. He's arguably the worst footballer in this team.
Yeah.
what's it called? Eminence. Potter. Are
But
you
AJ,
Potter in
before
or
you go on, can I ask Mike a question?
go for it, go for it, man. Go for it, Abdul, go for it.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, Mike. And first of all, by the way, on the handball thing, I think they made this new rule this season saying if you're falling,
Oh,
the
give
hand
me a
that you
break.
use
bullshit.
Abdul, give me a break.
Abdul, sorry,
Abdul,
that's
give me a
BS.
break.
Bullshit.
Give me a
Okay,
break.
No, but I'm just saying, I think that's what it was.
Okay.
When you balance and then it hits you.
He
But
made a
Mike, I wanted
save,
to
bro.
ask you
He
a
made a
question.
great
I
save.
wanted
Yeah,
to ask you-
just creating
he
stuff
made
right
a-
now.
Okay, so Abdul, what's the
All right.
question? What's the
But
question?
let me ask you a question. Just quickly, like, you know the whole thing with being patient. Two things. Can you afford to be patient with a manager when you're giving him 600 million worth of players?
That's a big point.
And second of all, because you can't compare it to Svenska Kuben when you have Zoe and Mudrik and stuff like these. And
Wait,
second
hold
of
on,
all,
hold on. I got you, man. I got you.
Yo, leave the Svenska Kuben alone.
And second of all, Mike, and also like I don't even feel like we're seeing glimpses because I genuinely believe that the good parts of today's game were more down to West Ham being a relegation fodder team this season than Chelsea actually being good, in my opinion.
And also, it was also about how good Felix is. That's what I said. Was it really Potter's tactics or Felix is just a very good player that made everyone
Enzo
good?
and Felix.
Sorry, and Enzo, we say Enzo
How
and
good was
Felix.
Felix really,
So,
though?
Abdul, the reason why I say like the Svenska Cupen is because they just
Yes,
because
thank you. Yes, thank you, man.
because Graham
Yes,
Potter
And
has not been in a
cup get
pressure
nickname.
moment.
We need to give it a nickname, you know.
We need to give
The
it.
cup.
We'll call it the Bauhaus Cup. There we go. We'll call it the Bauhaus Cup. The problem with Graham Potter is he just hasn't been in high pressure moments as a manager. You look at Mourinho, where he came from Porto, he won the Champions League. He had credibility. Potter doesn't have that right now.
I'm like, and this is what people are missing. People are saying, "Oh, given time is that," and I'll ask because I'll ask the question again. Has there ever been a manager who has done well at a small club, and in his next job he's done well at a big club? Has that ever happened?
Ernesto
But
Valverde.
yeah, like I don't know, like Klopp.
Bilbao
Klopp
was
was
not a
at
small
Mainz.
club.
Klopp was at Mainz.
So are you saying that Bilbao is the same stature as Brighton?
Okay,
Hell
no,
no.
no.
Hell no.
No,
Hell no.
The only one that could get
Hold up, Mike.
The only one that got somewhat close, from my point of view, is Brendan Rodgers because he almost won the Premier League and he came from Swansea City. Other than that, I have not seen
That's
any
the
manager
close-
get close.
that's the
and he,
closest.
let's be honest, Brendan Rodgers was close, other than a certain player slipping. I cannot remember. Like I don't even remember Yasser's idol Ole getting close to winning the Premier League title, and he came from Molde.
Hey, listen.
Yasser, you're acting, so I have to come at you.
There's an ongoing investigation. If City found guilty, you might get one. You might win a Premier League.
So people saying Alex, didn't he win the European trophy with Aberdeen?
Yeah,
Before
yeah.
United.
Yeah, he did.
He beat Real Madrid as well.
Yeah,
So-
are they known as a big club though? Or
No, but you see,
known as a big club at
no.
the time?
But here's the difference there is he won a major European trophy. So doing that is like wow. See, my thing is two things. Is the difference there is you actually winning a trophy with Aberdeen shows that this is a serious manager. It's one thing doing well with a small club. It's another thing winning a freaking European trophy with a small club. You know. So
And also, one last point for Abdul is that, do you think Graham Potter wanted to spend 600 million? I don't think he wanted to. He got all those players thrown at him. Now that adds pressure to him, and that's pressure he didn't want to create. That was created onto him. So let's see how he can do it.
But that's my point.
Wait, hold on.
Just Michael, just quickly.
Real quick.
But that's my whole point. That's why I don't think that's why I don't think he's suitable for the job, because he's coming into a job where he's just not given 2 years to be crap. He can't be crap.
Unfortunate for him, because he's the project manager. That's the thing.
Yeah.
No, but because my thing is that's why I wanted to use the example of Ranieri. Because remember, Ranieri was the first manager to receive the Bram money. And everybody was coming in with Crespo, Mutsu, all these guys, and so forth. And guys are like, bro, this is a lot to take in. But at the end of the day, he knew that I have pressure to try to deliver. Now, obviously, they got knocked out by Monaco in the UCL and that year and so forth. But Bram was like, bro, I'm sorry. I've given you too much for you not to be successful. And when Mourinho came in, Mourinho knew that with the amount of stuff that's been given to me here, I'm expected to be something. So, Mike, it doesn't balance out if you believe that it's a process when 700 million has been spent. You can't, because Mike, I can't accept that for 2 seasons you finish like 10th, 11th, 12th, but in the 3rd season, things will not progress. No.
Am I not mistaken that Graham Potter's the most expensive manager ever, right? Because you paid his buyout clause. What was it, 25 million?
Yeah,
that's
25.
true.
But they're going to sack him after 5 months. Oh my god!
It cost you
Only
about
Chelsea.
60 million.
Only Chelsea.
HH, can you time out the people who said Pochettino in the chat?
Pochettino, come on, guys.
You still an exhaust?
Oh, okay. What's it called?
You had
talk to me. Potter, and I come to you.
You said Eminence, but okay.
No. You see, with Potter, it's difficult because I can hear both arguments. The thing that these aren't his players. You're putting pressure on him, and if you really want to build a sustainable team around him, and you bought him for that reason, then you have to give him time. But on the other hand, the part that bothers me the most.
Zeman, this goes both ways. Zeman, this goes both ways of Potter not delivering. But you know what? I blame Bowley more than I do Potter for hiring him. Even more because for me, Potter, you're just here though. But you're hiring a guy who obviously you're not actually, because remember when Mourinho came, what did he do? He brought in Declan Carvalho. These are my guys, and I trust these guys to send me up.
That's true.
Are these cracks that are showing the early signs of just Chelsea not necessarily being that serious? Because I point to the whole thing of, you paid a release clause to bring him in, and then you bring in all these players, and knowing that he's gonna require time to get these players to work. When you knew that there was probably a chance that you could get a better manager, and you could have an intern, or you could just keep Tuchel for what he is, even though it was kind of hard to keep him at that time. I think it was just a panic release clause because he felt like that. That's the hottest prospect in terms of managers. Coming into the EPL.
No, because it makes sense. It was because my thing was that I've always said that Tuchel needed to be sacked. I just felt that he lost the way with the team and so forth. What he did was amazing, but he just lost his way. But how did he then go from that to Potter?
You don't know why. Because let's be honest, bro. Potter was like
the name and everyone. Everyone.
He was trending.
The way Brighton were playing at the beginning.
But look at the difference here. So back with the whole Ranieri thing, boom, give it the money. So compare. So even let's say Twitter was around in 03, 04, 05.
Yeah.
Let's compare how Mourinho would have been talked about in social media in 03, 04 and on Potter. Potter was like, oh wow, he's really overachieving with Brighton. Compare with this guy
Mourinho when
won a freaking Champions League with FC Porto.
You know what's one of the cause for concern about when I look at Potter and his management. One of the things as a manager is you never want to make excuses for your players, right? You're always protecting your players no matter what, even if you think they're not good enough. But on the other hand, when you're saying stuff like that's just life, man, it's just life.
That's my problem.
That type of mentality, just like
He's
in a press
nice.
conference, you should not. You can't be too nice when you're a manager.
You know what it is, guys.
That's just too
I
much.
feel like it's like a mix and match. I believe. I think Todd Bowley has the right intentions in terms of like, oh, you want to spend money, you want to back the manager, etc., but also understand the profile of manager you have. Potter, if you get the Potter, then the path you need to go by is give him time, and that means that you don't go spending all that money in January.
But these
you don't do
signings
that.
aren't time.
That's he said. Now we're not getting to the cross of matter. Choose your poison. If it's about giving him time, all right, what players do you want? Do you want guys from the academy? Okay, because spend a little here and so forth. It's going to be a process. If you're spending this amount of money, any manager will know that money being spent. I think it was Pep or Tuchel who said, "Look, the game's the game. When you're at this level, you have to deliver results because what modern football is."
It was Tuchel,
because what modern football is right now, you basically there's no time for a process because there's too much pressure, and every top manager is if you're a mid-tier manager, it's about basically like Brighton, build. But if you're for Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool, so forth, it's
have to win now.
You have to win now.
Do you think he has the for anyone that watches American sports, tanking a season? Sometimes teams do that. They just tank a season. They're like, you know what? We're gonna take the hit. We're gonna try to build a team for next season.
It doesn't make sense
I feel
because
no. But I feel like majority of these signings have been long-term signings. Like majority of these signings have been young signings that they believe can deliver.
That's not.
right?
I feel like you're missing the point. I feel like your point you're missing is I understand that aspect of it, but it's also the perception. Sometimes people understand how impactful perception is, the way things look in terms of the way things look into the to the footballing world. You have a manager that's in the winter. In the summer, they spend money, whatever. But let's put the summer to the side. Well, let's speak about the winter transfer window. They buy in what? 8 players. 8 players. They spent 120 on Enzo Fernandez. You can say everything about long term and all that stuff, but the perception, even for Chelsea fans, and this is the biggest issue for Chelsea fans, is we have Felix, we have Madueke, we have Enzo. Come on, let's go. Second half of the season, let's push on.
That's
not possible.
Wait, but yes, because this is the issue. You can't bring in a World Cup winner and one of the best young talents in the world and say, you know, we're going to be like 11, 12, 13 for the next 2 years.
Yeah.
That's what it ends
Hold on.
Ziman, Kenny, then Ziman.
Let me just finish. That's not the point. My whole point is, if you look at the signings that they've made, I don't think they had the intention or the mindset of making it for Potter. They're making this team to be flexible in terms of whoever's the manager. They're just bringing in youngsters into the team to build a long-term project. That's the difference. They have long-term goals, but their problem, but their thing is, in terms of short-term, they're kind of messing up, Potter's in terms of not knowing what type of profile he is as a manager. That's the problem with Chelsea as a whole.
Kenny, talk to me.
But yeah, obviously, I know, like, when you see that type of money, fans, the expectation is gonna automatically is gonna, and as well, because rival fans are gonna be like, yo, you spend that type of money, and then you put even more pressure. But like, people are expecting us to be like prime Barcelona with these players. Like, honestly, I knew, but the type of we're buying young players. Most of them, you're buying players from all over the place. Most of them, they don't even know the language. They have to know the language. They're young players as well. So honestly, I knew. For me, this season is. I know HH has this hype. He has this fantasy that will finish in top four and win the Champions League.
I don't. My thing that obviously the football won't be in sync and so forth, but to be so badly out of form, to score 2 goals in how many? No, I think it's like 2 goals in 3, 4
Not away
games
wins
and so forth.
since October.
Yeah, 2 wins in 13. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
But like I said, like some of these, like, let's be real. Look at the teams. We still play.
See, Kenny, my thing though is, be very clear with what I'm saying here. This is more an indictment on the ownership than it is Potter. That's my thing. Because my thing is, why did you hire Potter so quickly? And my thing is that when you were hiring Potter, what was the thinking hiring Potter? Because as Yasser just said, just makes sense. If you're hiring Potter and you know his history and so forth, but you're spending so much money, how do you think that's going to work out? It's obviously Potter's like, I need time in order to be effective. And if you're going to spend 700 mil, I don't think fans won't accept it. If fans see 700 mil spent, if fans see Felix, Enzo, fans are not going to accept 10th, 11th, 12th. Hence why that's why everyone on Twitter is like, I'm sorry, we have João Felix, we have Enzo, we have a freaking World Cup winner, one of the best young players in the world. But we're not going to accept 11th, 12th for 2 seasons.
No, I get it, but no, obviously, no, it's not going to be 2 seasons. Like, for me, it's this season, next season, we're expecting better. But for me, it's like, no.
Where guys saying that at Brighton, for the first 2 seasons, they were like, 10th, 11th, 12th, or so. And
but obviously that's
season.
Yeah, but that Brighton team was terrible. Like, some of these players, like, they had this old, like, Glenn Murray playing up front. Like, Brighton team was terrible. That. Yeah, but the thing is that, like, look at the first 6 months. Like, the team was still terrible. Like, we have to be like, look at the injuries we had. Like, Gallagher's been playing most of the season. Like, look at the midfield who's been like, we've been playing like terrible players still.
No.
So for me,
okay, sorry.
Yeah, Eminence, what do you say? Eminence, go for it, Eminence.
So for me, like, this whole thing goes back to the summer.
I said it before. Like, if you're gonna sack Tuchel, yeah, sack him in June. Sack him like before the season. Don't just sack him in September and think you're gonna bring in a Graham Potter who's gonna come in and just change the whole thing, bro. So for me, I blame Bowley. Like, you came in, yeah, and you're like, let's buy this guy, why didn't you bring in the footballing people first before buying players? Like, why did you just come in and start doing all this nonsense? So for me, as much as Potter is to blame, I blame Bowley as well. Because for me, sack Tuchel in June or May, whatever. Sack him, bring in an interim manager. Don't rush to bring in like a Graham Potter. Bring in interim manager, yeah. Then give him like maybe 6 months. Then go again, maybe Enrique or someone. Bring in a top manager.
Because that's what I try and tell people is that, man, the biggest issue I had was why Potter? Why he?
Yeah, because Chelsea, if you look at Chelsea's history, yeah, we've had high-profile managers like Mourinho, Ancelotti, Tuchel, all these guys. So Graham Potter is like, Graham Potter is like, where does he rank in that,
because my thing that the closest thing to Potter and so forth is Lampard, but Lampard was legend tax. So he's a legend and so forth. But my thing is that Chelsea don't go for managers like Lampard and Potter. They don't.
No, but the summer was bad.
Wait, hold on, Abdul.
Cool. You know what the scary thing is? The scary narrative is that I think like HH. What do we know about Todd Bowley? We know that he loves Twitter, HH. I remember back in September, Twitter was the biggest Potter wankfest place. Like everybody was just having a wank over Potter, bro. Sorry for my language, but
shout out to Graham Potter, bro. I still like him, bro.
I genuinely believe that might have something to do with the HH. HH, can I cook on this, or do you want to go to somebody else?
No. Cook.
HH, my issue is that you can always use the excuse because it's a valid excuse. And this is why I also said, HH, when you guys signed Enzo, Mudryk, all these guys, I think Potter's being set up to fail.
100%.
Because you're bringing in managers, you're bringing in players to settle in a club where the manager hasn't even settled into, bro. The manager hasn't even settled into the club.
And that's why
you're bringing in these expensive players to settle into a club that doesn't even have a settled manager. How does that even make sense? But I will say the worrying thing for me, HH, is that, and this is actually, you can use this for most things in life, but especially when it comes to athletes and footballers especially. The reason why, for example, I've given up completely on the likes of Ferran Torres and Ansu Fati is because, HH, those players don't even show glimpses of talent anymore. They don't, like, you can be out of form, but at least you show a glimpse here and there. The thing with Potter that's worrying me, HH, is that
you don't see anything,
okay, your players, they're not gelled. HH, they're not gelled. Okay, they're not gelled. They're not settled in. But HH, are you telling me you can't beat Nottingham Forest away from home? Are you telling me you can't get more than 2 wins in 13 games, HH? That's unacceptable, bro. I know this guy, Kenny, or who was it, who said that, okay, he has all these excuses, and this is like a preseason, this season, I didn't expect much. But, bro, you have to expect more than what you're seeing.
No. Abdul, do you know what I believe? This is what I truly believe. Potter really believes that he's going to be given time. So his approach to training, halftime team talks, pre-time team talks is, hey, man, just get these ideas right and so forth and cool, because this is a work in process. His team talks aren't about winning. These are the things I need you to do to win. So he's not setting his team out to try to go out and really win that game and win. It needs to focus on winning. It's about just trying to do this stuff right. And you know what? If we don't win, it's fine. It's okay. We'll just keep it going because this is a process and it will take time before we can go through, because we are building towards something, and once we get there in one season time, it's cool. But it's not about, okay, you have to now win now and execute. But I'm sorry, if you get someone like Enzo, a freaking World Cup winner, you can't not be able to beat these teams. You can't have too much.
Can I speak on this, HH?
Yeah, Jamal.
Yeah, first thing, I'm shocked as you, HH, that how the Chelsea fans are turning on this guy so quick. Because I thought because he's English, that will give him time for the top Chelsea. What do you call your fan base? The guys who
Proper
support
Chelsea
Chelsea.
fans. Proper
Yeah,
Chelsea.
proper Chelsea. Bro, because you know what happened?
Oh,
are you there?
no.
Jamal? I think Jamal got cut off. Okay,
Bram took him out, man. Bram took him out.
Whoa, wait. What is good? Are you using like a chainsaw as a microphone or something?
Wait. Is it better?
It's extremely loud.
So
it's extremely loud.
Is it really loud?
Very
Lower
loud.
the mic.
Very loud.
Lower
Yeah,
the
lower the
mic.
mic
How
volume.
Lower the mic.
How about now?
Yeah, that's better. That's better.
Yeah, it's better. It's better.
Okay, Wisekid, talk to me. Talk to me.
Man said Bram took him out.
That's actually messed up if you think about it. Yeah, Wisekid, go for it.
Can I at least land my point, Wisekid? Can I at least land my point?
Jamal.
Oh, lad.
Okay, Jamal,
Wait,
go for it.
already? You let him go already.
Nah, I just want to say, H, you have to give him time, man. Because I know you're saying about Enzo, he's a World Cup winner. But this is his first season in Europe. And these guys, I think, because he was playing in the South American.
Jamal, that's why I am pissing myself for Wednesday. Because Jamal, I am fearing an embarrassment. But because Dortmund, I think they've won their last five games. And I think Girona has scored like in his last four games as well.
They have. But
I told you, so on Sunday, I am, because when we do a preview, I am terrified at what we could do. Chelsea could do. Dortmund could do to Chelsea.
Yeah, so all I'm saying, you got to give him time, man, because yes, the 600 million, it's looking like a lot of money. But if you watch, again, Mudryk, I think he's only played 25 senior games. When you look at Fofana, these guys are young ages. It's not like you buy Messi, Neymar, Verratti. Like, if it was them kind of players who is a peak, who is complete finish article players, then I could say, okay, Potter, you got to go. But these guys are young, man. So you at least have to give him at least 2 seasons.
No. So Jamal, so they are young. That's why you can't beat Nottingham Forest. You can't beat West Ham.
I'm saying it's good, and you should be beating Nottingham Forest, but you have to at least give him at least 2 seasons each. Come on, at least give him a pre-season, at least next season, and then we can
Jamal,
cook him.
I don't have to do anything. No.
Patience, patience.
Peace up. Wisekid, talk to me. Wisekid.
Stay safe, Jamal. Stay safe out there.
Well, wait, did Jamal say peace out or patience?
Patience.
Yeah, I said patience.
Oh, because I want you to talk about Liverpool or Everton, bro. I don't want you to go anywhere.
Wisekid, talk to me.
I mean, listen, man. It's a shame to see where London Blues are at the moment.
London Cowboys, right?
It's a difficult situation, and there's a part of me that feels sorry for your boy Potter.
Harry.
No, Wisekid. His name is Graham Potter. And also, speaking of Potter, bro, I was watching Twitch. That Hogwarts Legacy game is damn good, bro.
Yeah,
bro, that game is damn good, bro.
It's really good.
Shout out Potter. That game is damn good.
Have you played it?
It's really
no. I was watching guys on Twitch play it.
It's addictive, man. It's addictive.
No. I say, man, those graphics are bloody amazing. You have like your freaking like a witch riding a branch, and you have like the blood. Look.
It's called a broomstick, but anyways.
My guy said a branch.
This guy said a branch.
All right.
Drop the brick.
Okay, I get myself. All right.
I think they got financial assistant at Harvard, man. You don't need a branch.
All right, Wisekid, Chelsea, talk about Chelsea. Bro, my brain. I had a brain freeze.
It's like go to a tree, just break one off, and it's like.
That's crazy.
Oh God!
Financial situations hit different,
bro. Bro, you gotta look at your boy Todd B as well, bro, because I think he's put Potter in a very difficult situation. Like, you gotta. How many months has your boy been in the job now? How many months?
5 months.
5 months, bro. 5 months, and you slap
2 wins in 13. 2 wins in
5 months. I know. Mid-table. First, like, you sack a guy in an awkward position in the season. and then you hire a quote unquote up and coming manager in the league, and then instead of allowing him to put his imprint on the team with the current squad, you basically just throw an entire new squad on him while he's trying to also settle in himself. So the fault is on both sides. I don't think. Do I think Potter's good enough? No. But the situation that he's been put in, bro, it's gonna take time. You're gonna have to be patient. But the thing with guys like you is, as soon as the licks, the mad and mud and
just say Modmatics.
Whatever that is, and Nzonzi Fernandez was signed. You were twerking for these dudes, like you were expecting big things. I think you even made a song for Enzo when he signed. You were asking for trouble. So what I was shocked about is Chelsea fans are already on Potter's back.
Yeah.
So that was
justifiably so.
That caught me off, but that goes to show, that Lampard and Chelsea connection, man. That goes deep. That's deep root, because they were stuck in a worse situation than this with Uncle Frank, and they were still not letting go. But
Roy Jennings cried on camera, bro. He cried, bro.
Yeah.
Screw that.
Forget that guy, man. Clown.
It's deep, bro.
But even if you sack him now, who you gonna bring in?
Luis Enrique.
Sorry.
In the words of Yasser, Luis Enrique. In the words of Yasser. So yeah.
It's just you're learning, bro.
Rolling our merchant, man. It's
no, that's what it is. It's all our merchants.
Enrique, I reckon Enrique will go to like Sociedad B or like Castilla before he comes over to Chelsea. So I don't think he'll go.
Does he speak English?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So it's not Enrique. Then who else?
It's not going to be Pochettino.
Imagine! I would love it. I would love it. I would love it.
If Maurizio Pochettino comes over to Chelsea, bro.
I would love it.
That's gonna be entertaining.
I would love it.
Actually, wait, hold on.
If Pochettino comes to this league, it's gonna be entertaining.
That's I'm meeting you for sexism.
Why not Sam Allardyce, man? Give him a chance at the club, man.
No, but also
no. Hold up. For Zeman.
What about Hansi Flick?
That's a yellow for Zeman.
What about Hansi Flick?
HH. I'll end on this. The Dortmund game. They have a guy playing up front who's just battled cancer and came back. Now, if you allow that guy to potentially knock this club out of the UCL.
Wesker, let me no. So let me even make it
No.
Wesker, let me make it simple for you. Wesker, let me make it simple for you. No. Let me make it simple for you.
He just came back.
No. Wesker, let me make it. No, let me make it simple for you.
He just came back from fighting
because we'll expand this on Sunday. Chelsea have to win the Champions League. If Chelsea don't win the Champions League,
you gotta learn.
Basically, put it this way: I'm planning to go on a holiday to Miami, like in the summer. If Chelsea don't win the Champions League, you may not see me back here, and so forth. I may make that an extended holiday because trust me, if you've been to Miami Beach, you'll know why I want to be there. Okay.
Yo, I don't know where HS is located, but I can just imagine Chelsea playing in the Europa Conference League, and all of a sudden HS is watching the game, and the ball literally hits his window.
No, yes, you'll see him brushing his teeth out the window.
Yeah.
That's a transgression, man. Relax, man.
But HH, just
talk to me.
Like HH, the thing is, like, this whole we have to win the Champions League thing. Actually, it's not just you guys. It's also I'm seeing it with Liverpool fans as well. Like, we just have to win the Champions League. But HH, like, every time Chelsea have gone on to win the Champions League, you've always had like a defensive-minded coach that always played five at the back.
Yeah. That's a
Abdul,
good point.
Abdul,
Pada
this
ain't
guy
that
has
guy,
never
bro.
been in Europe. He's never been in Europe before. This is first time in
Yeah,
the
yes.
UCL.
No. In the UCL, yeah.
Sorry. It's first time in the UCL. Yeah.
Yeah, UCL. Yeah.
Yeah. And like HH, look at Tuchel in his first couple months. He beat Pep 3 times. This guy lost to Pep 3 times.
Daddy Usman. So guys, please hit the like button, guys. Please hit that like button. Go over forward, guys. Here, please hit that like button. Hit that like button, guys. Thank you, man. Drop those likes. Daddy Us. Serie has the same number of UCLs as those German. Wait, Daddy Us, you still have beef against Bayern? This guy's beef with the Bayern is weird. Daddy Us, but this guy's a strange man. Alhambra. Oh shit. They're unveiling a Mason Quarter banner at the bridge. I'm cancelling my season tickets. See tweet them for evidence for this horrific humanitarian crime. Guys, do you see what I'm battling with my own fan base? Do you see, guys? Do you have to go through this with your own fan base?
Respect La Cobham, man. Respect La Cobham, man.
What's wrong with these people?
Respect
La Cobham. What is wrong with these people?
How long before you become the captain?
What is wrong with these people?
18, respect 350k, man. 350k.
How long before he becomes your captain? How long before he becomes your captain?
Nice. It's not signing no new contract, man. He's getting sold in the summer, man.
Kenny, 350.
Wait, hold on.
He's getting sold in the summer,
ignore the Twitter wallies who have never had the privilege to see you play. Stamford Bridge and the immature of the Martin. They were always back here.
No, but obviously we know the side of the fan base that associates with this guy, man. We already know. Man.
How much local games have you been to, HH? Respect the local fans, man.
Wait, Z-Man, you know, I know the panel and the streets. I know you've seen that video of that Chelsea fan getting knocked the fuck out.
Yeah,
you know he was one of them.
That was
Someone said that's a Madrid performance.
Okay, all right.
I'll brighten your wait, HH.
Yeah.
I'll brighten your day. You know how I come always with quirky facts. I told you about Greenland maybe joining FIFA, which is also soon happening, by the way.
Oh,
well,
wow.
You guys remember Wilfred Boney?
Yes.
From Swansea City?
Swansea.
He just signed for Always Ready.
What?
Do you know where they play?
Where do they play?
In Bolivia.
Oh my god.
What are these team names?
Always ready.
Always ready. Shout out to you know they have another team called the Strongest in Bolivia.
It's original. Look, it's original.
Wilfred Boney is playing in Bolivia. This is
the flip flop king.
What's it called? Hokak, what do you say?
I'm just saying, there's a team in Argentina called 19th of October. So
no, there isn't.
Okay,
no, there isn't.
Okay, all right.
I'm serious. There's 19th of October.
Okay, 19th of
October Argentina League.
There's a team in the Eredivisie called 20. So I don't know.
Go ahead, Eagles, man. They got
go ahead, Eagles. Go ahead, Eagles.
No, there isn't.
Hey, guys, I can't talk. Here in Finland, we got a team called Santa Claus FC. So.
No.
What?
No, that's Europa League merchants.
You see,
relax, Z-Man. Respect the Europa League. Respect the Europa League. Z-Man, relax.
Here's my thing. If Chelsea end up in the Conference League and I have to do a pre-match of Chelsea versus Peter Pan against the Snow Dwarfs.
I got you, HH. We'll do it together.
Do you remember Leeds United Universe being a part of Europa League? Leeds United Universe, man. The university. They're part of Europa League.
Imagine HH reacting to last with Santa Claus FC, bro.
There's someone in our league called W Connect.
You know this.
Wait, hold on. I'll just say that. What if I put out, you know how I put out the tweets of like post-match reaction? So I'm gonna put out the tweets of a post-match reaction, and there's like an emoji of Santa Claus, like Chelsea can't be Santa Claus.
Wait,
I'll do the vlog for you. Don't worry.
HH, you know there's Twitter receipts for that. You said you claim Santa Claus isn't real, bro. Like so, there's receipts for that.
Minnesota community, man. So Enzo has one assist more than everybody but one, and who is that one? Who is that
Yes,
one?
your captain, bro. Yo,
HH, pull up General Cole's comment.
Okay, 50 plus 1 allows clubs to be local. Tradition survives. Oh, boo. Wow. And I watch Bayern win more games. No Liverpool game and magic. Lamal shows up. Hashtag coward. Hashtag quad. That's a bit harsh. That's a harsh. Wait, what the hell? Love Minecraft, the Diamond. Valencia are in relegation as of right now.
Yeah.
By the way, with a rich owner. Yeah.
they're in trouble.
Valencia, that's a
That
Quares
owner
thing.
needs to go to
That
jail.
owner, that owner,
Was he still Peter Lim or was it?
Yeah, still Peter Lim. Yeah, they can't get him
Yeah,
out.
I'm hearing crazy things about him, bro.
He doesn't care.
I'm Daddy Oos. I'm not counting 1970s UEFA Cup. Bormian have 3 CLs. The overrated Germany Bundesliga club have 0 ambition. Okay. Can Bayern win more than 1 CL in the same? Man,
Wait,
this guy-
is this guy a Barca fan? Is he a Barca fan?
Yeah, he's a Barca fan.
He's a Barca fan.
I don't know what he is.
He's a Dembele fan.
I don't know what he's. Daddy Oos, thank you for the patronage.
That was 8-2 has been like 2 years ago. 3 years ago.
Rival fans protecting Potter like Joe Biden. Oh.
He's doing a great job.
Yo, that's deep. That's deep. That's deep.
Bro, did you see the clip of Joe Biden where like he's talking and then he basically trills, but I think he forgets what they say within the same sentence.
Yeah.
Hokage, that's you're laughing way too loud.
No. He confuses his. No. You know what's crazy? This guy confused his sister with his wife, man. In the middle of like, that shit's hilarious, bro. I'm not gonna cap, bro.
Oh man.
No, bro, he's finished, bro. Mentally, he's finished.
Like, I don't want to be rude because, like, in my culture, you have to respect your elders. But all I'm saying is that has somebody asked some questions about the presidents of the most powerful country in the world? That's what I'm saying. So let's keep it moving, man. Ramesh Suresh, biggest club in the world. Laugh out loud. Perez's Chihuahua is bigger than Okay, well that's a lie, man. That's a lie. Like, come on, bring out the ESL if I don't have to see a Premier. Man, guys, EPL refereeing it's so bad. It's so bad, man. Hold on. These bombers, pieces of crap, cheating referees kept making the rules as they go. Shake my head. I know. Like, look. Premier League have amongst the worst referees, 100%. Alhambra. In the build-up to the penalty, Mason Quarter had a clear pass to Ziyech, who was free at the far post. Instead, he cuts it back to the penalty. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
Is his name Mason Quarter now? No.
Yes, Mason Quarter. That's his name. No, let's see. Because I came up with that. Mason Quarter. But see, that's the thing, though. I don't know which is better, Mason Quarter or Mason Meth.
Yeah, Mason Meth is better, bro.
Conor Gallagher.
Conor Gallagher.
Yeah.
Whoever came up with Cocaine Gallagher, that is brilliant.
I think that was Don
Smoke. Don Smoke. That's brilliant. Because, bro, the guy plays like if he's done 3 lines. Because this guy doesn't stop. He doesn't stop running.
You know, I was tagged in a video of yours where you was calling Mount Ebola when he first broke out.
Okay, so Minnesota community.
Yeah, I remember that. Let me bring that up. Let me ask.
Wait, hold
you
up.
said he was better than Foden.
Is that Eric?
Yes, that's Eric.
Yo, this guy is quick. I saw he just said a triple chat with the.
Things are happening. We believe in pots up.
Things are happening.
Things are happening.
AJ, Potter, my wife cheated, but.
That's just life. You mean that's just life?
Oh, dove of the year.
No,
that's dove of the year.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's like double the month, but it'll be double the month, man. That's good, double the month.
But these things happen.
Wing, Bowley has been good so far. Y'all are wrong. Soon. Well, we shall see, man. We shall see. Todd's done way more right than wrong. Media BS. Shake my head. Yeah. Southampton new manager bounce first. Wait, damn it.
That's your next
manager.
That's your next
game. Yeah, sacked. Yeah, but he should be.
They sack him,
bro. Clueless. That guy is clueless.
Well, I saw they sacked. That's the second coach they sacked in this season.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Minnesota United, Chelsea amortized their transfers. So Kama said, "Let me amortize your points." Transfers backfire. Bro. I look. Guys,
things are happening, man.
What happens in the streets stays in the streets. Whatever happens in the streets stays in the streets.
That's the answer to people, man. That's the answer.
Okay, wait. Can I? Okay, I want to talk about this real quick. So,
LSG talk.
No.
We need to talk about.
We'll save that for tomorrow. I'm going to say that for tomorrow, guys. Okay, I feel weird saying this.
He's gonna say Felix.
No. It's about Real Madrid.
Champions League incoming.
Why did Chelsea break the kind of trend and so forth? Why Chelsea? Was it Benitez? Because
yeah,
it was.
It's almost like, what's the point in a Club World Cup ticket? I mean, I know you have to and so forth, but there's actually no points because literally you are facing a powerhouse. You see, the thing about the World Cup is these are guys from this country. These are guys from this country. Because of Europe's spending power, European teams have the best players in the world. They always have the best players in the world. So shout out to Al Hilal even getting 3 goals. That's why for me, I think Chelsea, I don't know what happened with Benitez and so forth, because that's just because for me, like, if you're a European team, you have no business. So my thing though is that how much value should we place in the Club World Cup? Mike, how much value should we place in the Club World Cup?
None at all. I'm not gonna be honest.
As in 0.
I mean, a little bit, but it's just that there's just not enough power in other leagues around the world, unfortunately, because all they do is all the talent from Brazil, South America, Asia, they all come to Europe. Africa, they all come to Europe. So basically, you're just making the other leagues around the world weaker. I think the last 3 teams to lose in the Club World Cup from Europe is Liverpool, Chelsea, and I think Barcelona lost, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 2006.
Was that the Internacional? Is that correct, Z-Man?
Yeah,
so we're the last 3
third.
teams.
Yeah.
Look, so it's a rare occasion that a European club would lose. I don't really put too much stock into it.
The gold badge is quality, though.
But
It is. I don't like that gold badge. I don't like that gold badge.
But FIFA, they're going to expand it to what, 24 teams in a couple of years' time?
What? Why?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's going to be the winner of the Europa League. Yeah.
It's called money.
Finalist of the Champions League.
Just start the Super League, man. Just start the Super League.
Please. Just give me that ESL. Give me that ESL. Because, like, what's the point? What's the point?
It makes no sense. But shout out, it shows that the Saudi League is actually strong.
Bro, Al Hilal, shout out. So who did they beat to? Okay, so who did the South American
Flamengo.
lose to?
They beat Flamengo.
How?
David Luiz and that.
David Luiz and that man.
Yeah.
So wait, guys, is Cristiano going to be in this next year? Is Cristiano going to be in this next year?
Yes.
He can't actually because he's not in the Champions League. He's not in the Champions League. So he can't be.
He said, aren't you at work right now?
I'm at work, bro.
Okay.
How do you know that?
Wait, Abdul, how do you... Okay, look. Okay, let's
Discord tax.
No, but my thing... Oh, yeah, Discord. So, my thing you see, for Real Madrid, I, like... guys would say that if they had lost this, Ancelotti would have been sacked. And I'm like, okay, cheers. But my thing, though, is... Do you think this affects them going back into La Liga?
There's rumors that he actually is going to
he's leaving
Brazil.
already.
Yeah, he's leaving.
Yeah, he's leaving. Yeah, 23,
I'm hearing Tuchel.
Yo, that would be a great.
What I'm hearing is Raul.
No, Raul.
Nah.
That's what I'm hearing.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
From the second team.
Hearing that long live Perez, is in love with the idea of Mauricio Pochettino.
Abdul, if that happens, Barca will have free reign.
They will dominate
in Spain.
They will dominate.
Barca will have free reign in Spain.
You know what it is? I think with Perez, I've noticed one thing, and it's been a trend now. Perez likes to have puppets as managers. He does not like to have managers.
So he didn't like Zidane.
No, Zidane left the club twice, bro. Like, they kept fighting, bro. Like, he wants a puppet as a manager, a puppet who will just take what he's given.
Yes.
Like, he does not want like a Tuchel. He does not want
a demanding
even
manager.
a Hansi Flick. He will not want that. But I will say one thing, though. HH. When it comes to Real Madrid, you're saying fair play to Al Hilal for scoring 3 Gs.
Yes.
Mallorca kept a clean sheet against these guys a week ago.
Mallorca would beat Al Hilal, bro. I don't know what you're pointing, bro.
To be fair, Abdul, to be fair, I don't know if you checked. Cristiano Ronaldo's league is ranked below second division of Spain, so. To be fair, they're not.
Yes,
they're
of
not
course it
rated
would be.
that high.
The championship is
hard.
But my point, but my point is,
so we're giving up praise to Cristiano's for 4 goals. Okay.
Leave Cristiano alone.
Abdul.
My point is that I've noticed this trend where it's only La Liga teams who figured out how to stop Vinny from playing HH. Because I don't know if you noticed in La Liga HH. And I know you're watching. I gotta say how it is. Every time Vinny plays in La Liga, the opposition's right back is the highest rated player on that team every time.
That's for a reason, Abdul, and you know that, bro, because he's their outlet.
I don't know why, but he was cooking today, and he was cooking the other day. And I don't know, man. I feel like in La Liga is the only place
don't call
where
him a one season wonder. Don't say they call him a one season wonder because
no, he's not one season. No, he's not one season wonder. But in La Liga HH, where he's played these teams a couple times, Vinny, without a doubt, he's been figured out HH. He's been figured out in La Liga, bro.
It's not him that's been figured out. It's the system. They're reliant on him to be like the creative outlet, like too much. Like Benzema is, he's
yeah. How's Benzema been playing Abdul, man, for the last couple of weeks, bro, in La Liga?
Yeah, no. Real. Listen, I told you, we'll talk about it tomorrow and everything. Real have a chance. They have a chance. Okay, guys. I want us to clown Zima.
Hey, I want
us to clown Zima. Guys, Felix, man. We were right. Well, no. Come on. We're right. Simeone imprisoned him. Simeone imprisoned him. Best player.
Yeah, 1-1. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I can't. No.
Mike, talk to me about Felix. I mean, okay, Mike. Isn't it fair that you give Felix into a team that can express themselves and given the freedom to express themselves, we are seeing a very talented player, which we would never see at Simeone with Simeone.
Nobody's ever denied that Felix has talent. I think even Z-Man can agree. The guy's very talented.
Yeah, he's talented.
But he hasn't been consistent enough. And I love João Felix. I think he's a fantastic player, but he's not been consistent enough. He showed all this promise at Benfica. Then at Atletico, he would have a good couple games, and then he would go missing. Then he would show a couple good games. Yes, is it somewhat down to Simeone and his tactics? Of course. But also, Felix has not lived up to the hype yet. He hasn't yet. And will he?
But I blame Simeone for that?
Now you're saying that he's the best player in the Premier League?
What?
You are starving, bro. Eat some cereal.
They're starving.
What?
They're starving.
Wait, hold on, Mike. I'm actually about to eat my country crisp. Let's run tonight, actually. Look, guys, trust me. Cereal at night hits different.
Wait, HH. You said Felix is the best player in the Prem now.
X7, can I respond?
Now,
Mike, listen to Mike. This is what I said. I said that in terms of psychology, he's the best. I said,
what?
Wait, can I please respond to Michael's football? Can I respond to Michael's
Wow, man, this guy's gonna bring chemistry.
Of course, in terms of, in normal sense, of players play, you've got Saka, you've got the God of Honor and all those guys. But in terms of just football psychology, like what you're thinking, your footballing brain, I don't think no one has Felix's brain. Nobody has his brain.
He's not better than Odegaard. He's not better than
Odegaard. Wait, hold on. He's not better than Odegaard.
He's not better than Odegaard. He's not better than Odegaard. He's not, bro.
Whatever.
He's not.
8-7. Odegaard is not an iota of Felix's brain. 8-7, you're dealing with a footballing genius.
Z-Man, it's psychology is sat on FIFA.
Let me cook, man.
No, I'm gonna let you cook, Z-Man, but I'm gonna do, it's like an intro, I have to do intro for the main thing, I'm gonna let Z-Man cook.
You're my opening mic.
Yeah. All I gotta say is this game was on
what? Wait, hold up.
Wait, that was a slide dig, but anyways.
He's your opening act. So.
Relax. Look. All I gotta say is I woke up at halftime of this game. So I didn't watch the first half. When I watched the second half and I went on Twitter, I was so confused because all I seen was Felix is the best player in the world. Felix is amazing. He didn't do anything in the second half. That second half was, I think West Ham I felt bad for them because they should have ended up. Yeah, I get it. You guys got cheated. That was a penalty. Yada. It is what it is. EPL ref our bricks. They should be in the brick academy. I don't know why they're not. But what did Felix do in the second half? Nothing.
Give Felix.
He didn't do anything.
Coach. No. Give him a coach. Because give him a quality coach you're looking at.
No. Potter's a quality coach.
No. Give him a quality coach.
Felix has too many excuses, man.
You're giving him too many excuses.
Quality goal, but
too many excuses.
But the game was 1-1. And the game was actually about now we have a real game. Where was he?
Yes, if you bring on Tweedledee and Tweedledum, what do you think Felix is supposed to do?
I'm gonna pass the mic to Z-Man, bro.
Go ahead, Z-Man. Let me cook, man.
No, Z-Man, you're banned from this topic. Anyone else wants to talk about from Z-Man?
First and foremost,
does anybody else want to talk about from Z-Man?
I want to say, let me cook. Let me cook.
AK hasn't spoken. AK
I
hasn't
think
spoken.
Z-Man should talk.
AK, let me cook, man. Let me cook. Okay.
Let Z-Man.
First and foremost, can we start a hashtag free Diego Simeone, bro?
Free Simeone.
Free Diego Simeone, bro. This is.
Damn bloody fruit.
Free Simeone.
Yeah, how could you drop the brick on that, but not on yourself, HH?
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Agenda aside, man. Agenda aside. My thing with Joao Felix, and when it comes to Diego Simeone, you talk about coaches not improving him. Bro, Diego Simeone actually has an amazing track record when it comes to forwards. He made Carrasco the player he is. He got the best out of Luis Suarez.
What's Carrasco now? What's Carrasco now? Apart from Griezmann, name me a quality attacker that is quality now.
Diego Costa.
Diego Costa, he got the best out of Diego Costa. He got the best out of Falcao.
Costa's best year was at Chelsea. Costa's best year was at Chelsea. What are you talking about?
I'm literally naming players he's gotten the best out of.
Did he coach Falcao?
Yeah, he did.
Here's my thing, HH. I feel like majority of people that read that rate Felix don't watch him. They don't watch him. Because if you're telling me this is a great performance by Joao Felix, that game, in the second half, that disaster class, and you're telling me this is a great performance, that just tells me you don't have standards for your club. That just tells me you don't have standards for your most creative outlet. And here's my thing. Here's my thing with him, right? I criticize him the most because it seems like there's no accountability when it comes to Joao Felix compared to other youngsters. It seems like this guy could get away with having poor performances, and you guys will talk about one touch he had.
No, he can't.
He can.
Because haters. No, you can't. Because haters like you always keep on hating. You keep on hating on him.
He's right on this.
And Ziman, it is borderline bullying that you're doing to this. It's borderline bullying.
No.
He's actually
right. I'm exposing the truth, and guess what, man?
You do this to Mount, bro.
No.
You do the same thing with Mount.
No, that's the thing. At least Mount can say, he runs and he presses. Joao Felix does nothing for the second half, bro. He was doing nothing. He was playing between the lines, doing absolutely nothing for you guys in terms of creativity. And here's my problem with him.
He was locked up.
It's my problem with him at Atletico as well. There's no consistency behind his gameplay. There's no consistency.
Wait. Ziman. Wait. How long has he been at Atletico? For how many years?
3 years.
3 years?
3 years, 4 years.
Okay, so Ziman, imagine if you're in solitary confinement, 24-hour lockdown. Can I land my points? Can I land my points? I would like to land my points, please. I would like to land my points, please. Thank you. Imagine if you're in solitary confinement, 24-hour lockdown in a 2x2 meter room, and you're given water and what's it called? Grass and sand to eat for 3 years. So see, man, on the first day you come out, you're supposed to be. The first day you come out, you're like, oh wow, normal thing. You get acclimatized to, oh wow, so I can now go to the shops, I can meet people, I can now watch TV. For that first day, bro, see, man. At least give him. See, man. No. Let me finish. See, man. The fact that he managed to score a goal after being in 24-hour lockdown for 3 years, it's joy. That's joy. To be on for 3 years lockdown is joy. No, you can't respond. You can't
respond. My problem with this scenario is this guy literally went from. If you consider Atletico a prison, he went from one prison to another. Do you blame the prisoner for that mindset? Do you blame him?
True. That is true.
Yo, that's crazy. What is this?
No, but Kenny, that's true. You went from one prison to another.
No, I agree. I'm not a Felix guy. I'm with Z-Man on Felix. I don't think he's that good. He has great talent, but he's inconsistent. He's not the most consistent player.
Modric, yeah, but Modric is the guy, isn't he? Modric.
No, I didn't say Modric is the guy. No, but Modric is but the thing is that Modric just.
No, I'm asking you a question. Who do you vouch for in this team? Who?
No, but obviously, no. That first half was cool, but let's not act like we didn't see the second half. The second half was terrible. All I'm saying is that if there was Mason Mount that had a good first half and a trash second half, we'd be talking about the second half more than the first half.
Has never had a first half like that in his entire career for Chelsea.
But the thing.
You know, it's a false image. This whole idea that
Why does
Atletico
Seaman
play
keep
defense,
with
bro.
the mic? Does anyone else want to talk about this?
No, it's
No,
it's
but
because
Seaman,
you
what was
don't
you saying?
seem to
Sorry?
understand, man. No. What's a false image is the fact that Atletico play all-out defense through
Yeah,
every
yeah,
single
that is
team
true.
against La Liga. They actually play attacking football, and that's the problem with this dude. He doesn't show up in the attacking system when they actually perform. So I'm just saying.
Can I speak on this, HH?
Yeah, go for it, Jamal. Go for it, please. Thank you.
First, I want to say, Z-Man Soonest, bro, Soonest. You have to stop this hating, man.
It's crazy. No, Jamal, he's obsessed. He's obsessed, man. He's obsessed.
The way you hate on João Felix, I sure if you meet this guy, it's on site.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
Can we really judge Felix because he's not playing with the striker though? Because let's not forget, guys, Felix is in number 10. Maybe a support striker.
Always been made for this guy, man.
No, there's too many excuses. We can't.
Bring up my
What is supposed?
Bring up my heavy.
What
How's
is
the Chelsea?
what is
Chelsea
to do with
fan here saying there's
Havertz?
too much excuses for this guy?
No,
Guys,
but
why
the thing
there
is
so
that
much excuses?
at the end of the day, you need accountability. Like we need to stop with this. Oh, he can't do that. Oh, it's like Mount. Man, they were looking for excuse. They were saying, oh, he's not a right winger. He's a 10, but he's not a 10. He's an 8.
True,
Like, we need to stop at that.
true. What? Felix
yeah,
yeah, that's true. But guys, let's not act like the 2 games he played for Chelsea. He wasn't head and shoulders the best player on the pitch.
Facts.
That
He
is
was.
true, but that's not saying much right now.
Yeah. Enzo was the best player against Fulham. Like, come on.
But all I'm gonna say, if somehow Chelsea end up winning this Champions League and Felix has a major part in that, you guys don't want to see HH. Let's just say this: you don't want to see him.
That is true.
No, I will be shameless.
I'll be there no matter what. I'll be there no matter what.
Jamal, let's be real. That's not happening. Yeah. Because look,
we were there when Timo Werner won it. We were there when Timo Werner won it. So.
Like Jamal, good things like that don't happen to me in life. So it is what it is.
That's true.
AK hasn't spoken. AK, talk to me, man.
I think in the first half he was very good. In the second half he was poor, but that's just like
because Turudi and Turudom came on.
Not just because of that. For someone who is like who you say is the best player in the league, I expect when Chelsea.
AK, I said he has the best.
Yeah, that was wild. That was wild.
I said he's got the best football brain in the league.
He doesn't have the best football brain.
Maybe, but I don't know. But to compare
over De Bruyne.
Let's take a land. Let AK needs to land.
Jamal, don't say that.
To compare him to Mount is a bit too far, considering Mount in this game. But I think like he has to show more for Chelsea. He has to like perform well or consistently over 90 minutes, game after game after game. Only then you could actually say this guy has fulfilled somewhat of his talent. He hasn't done that. Like 60 minutes, he got a red card in the first game. This game, 45 minutes, he hasn't performed after that. So you have to before like anything, you have to say he has to put in consistent performances for 90 minutes.
All I'm saying is that when you've been in 24-hour lockdown for 3 years,
Bro,
give a guy 80 games.
Stop saying this.
I mean, once you've been imprisoned with no food, no water, no lights, and been tortured every day of your life for 3 years.
You see.
Excuse?
I mean, because it's funny. So if you've been tortured, no lights, you've been beaten, and you have been imprisoned, and okay, look.
I'm
Sam. Well,
don't jump the detail. How do you know this much detail?
What the hell? Okay, I don't. Okay, let me. Okay, Daddy Oos. Let me go. Eric Sauce, check Twitter. Oh my God.
Things are happening.
Eddie,
Things are happening.
HH, when is Uncle Mo coming back to save you guys?
Would you take him, HH? Yes,
I don't want him back.
Of course you will.
You know.
Jamal.
Yes, Mourinho back.
No.
Mourinho back.
We can't have him back.
Ramesh Suresh. You know, we are getting Klopp next season. You can say that to the bank. Klopp is the perfect puppet. Klopp at Chelsea? No.
He's talking about Real Madrid.
The way he's talking about us, he can never come over here.
Yeah, Real Madrid. Nah, I don't know. He's no way. No way goes to Real Madrid. No way. Mudriktarian.
What a name. What's
is
the
have. Oh, stop it! Wait a minute. Is that a tiger as Klopp in the AVI?
Yeah.
Bro, what?
Guys,
This Minnesota, this
Have
guy.
you seen that
Burner.
meme, bro?
Yeah,
That's-
this guy.
Is this another burner?
Yeah,
It can't be.
yeah.
It can't be.
Oh my god.
No, he changed the.
No, he just changes AVI.
Okay, is having a worksite season. Is it a bed? Is it a play? No, it's
that's why
Harvey's offside, cocaine, and mething around like Rockwiler's prop at Chelsea. Oh, Lord.
That's why Minnesota's the best state in Minnesota.
Chelsea rejects scoring against them like a wildfire, or Emerson, Willian, and so on. Oh, God, did you see
Williams got a great goal, man. Yeah, that was a
Williams'
great
left
goal, man.
foot shot was crazy.
Jesus Christ, that goal was.
Would you take him
absolutely-
right now? Would you take him now?
Maybe
Yes.
you're right about that Messi comparison, man. Maybe you're right.
Okay, so speaking about Messi,
Really?
HH, before you move on, just quickly.
Bring back William Necho.
Yeah, yes, what do you say?
know,
Yes, what do you say?
Just on the whole thing, like now when you really think about it, is Chelsea's summer transfer window the worst transfer window of all time?
Yes. Yes.
Abdul, let's time determine that. I said let's see at the end of the season, because no, you may be right, but let's if Abdul, if at the end of the season Chelsea are mid-table or around mid-table and they don't win the UCL, then yeah, it will rank as
But
one of the
HH,
worst transfers in the
Liverpool
world.
signed what? Arthur, Darwin Nunes,
Carvalho.
His name is Arthur, man. His name is Arthur. Like.
Okay, guys. Okay, so let's talk about FIFA Best Awards. So first of all, Messi,
like the king,
Mbappe, and Benzema. So we'll agree Messi is winning.
Yeah.
Obviously, like there's
there's
no debate.
Yeah,
Messi
yes.
is winning. So
what is this award?
FIFA Best Award.
The best.
How can Messi win?
No, you're not part of this.
No. So no, but my whole thing is that, guys, what Benzema did in those UCL knockouts, I've never seen an individual player do in terms of Dodd.
100%.
In terms of Dodd and who he did it against. Like for me, the issue why this is, because for me, the more interesting thing is the coaches. But the reason why this is like a dundle, because it's not how it works. Once it's a World Cup year,
yeah, World Cup tax.
It's a World Cup.
World Cup heavy.
And it's FIFA as well, so
yeah.
It
makes sense.
And it's FIFA. So how would FIFA just give it to the guy who won their freaking trophy? So now what's interesting is this. Although guys, I mean Mbappe did drop a 3-piece.
Relax. Okay.
Wait, hold up. Okay, Mike. 3-piece, and he was a top scorer at the World Cup.
He's injured for the first leg.
No, it is. And he didn't have a good season for PSG.
What?
Yeah,
he was the best player.
He scored.
What did they do in the round of 16?
He scored, but guys, no, guys. Okay, see, for me, if this thing was down to Dodd, Benzema wins. If it was about Dodd, Benzema. What Benzema did was, bro, it was stupid.
FIFA don't care about that, FIFA don't care about that.
We know what they care about, but
and the thing is, like, his recency bias as well. And Benzema, the second half of the year has not been like.
And also, his what's it called? Filming tax may play a role in it. Scaloni.
Filming tax. I can't believe we're putting tax on that.
So guys, Scaloni, Pep, Ancelotti.
We got robbed.
I cannot believe there's no Regagi from Morocco.
We got robbed.
Honestly, it's a.
So he won
where is Pep in there?
Wait, hold on. He won the African Champions League. Champions League.
Yeah.
And he took Morocco, the first guys to this. For me, that is just stupid. For me, if you remove one guy,
it's Pep.
Pep.
He has to be Pep.
You remove Pep
So
because you can't.
No, Ancelotti, Pep, and Scaloni.
Yeah, Ancelotti, Pep, and Scaloni. Because for me, what you do, Ancelotti, because that's his Champions League and the league.
In the league, yeah.
Scaloni World Cup, and you've got the guy who won his Champions League for Africa and also took the first African team to the semi-finals, beating Spain and Portugal. How the hell is not in it? So it also those stuff was just biased. So let's just say, but even if it was those three, you've got to give it to Scaloni.
Yeah, you have to.
Because my thing is that obviously Messi was the main guy, did everything.
I don't know.
A big reason why they did it was Scaloni's decision making. Now, sometimes he made a few mistakes here and there. He made a few mistakes here and there, like taking off Di Maria, and that's final. But his changes, in-game changes, and so forth, and just his coaching and his tactical setup was a big reason why Argentina won that.
And Ancelotti has won like almost every trophy. Like you can't say it. Like I don't know. Except the Spanish.
See, my thing though is, out of all of their, if it's between Ancelotti and Scaloni, which manager contributed most to their team's win? Because Ancelotti he contributed, but let's be real.
No,
Benzema went crazy.
No, HH, you can't say that.
No, you can't say like the changes.
No, but I feel like him putting on, especially in the subs he makes in the Champions League knockout run, bringing on Rodrigo at the appropriate time. Rodrigo having an impact in the game. Ancelotti did a madness last season. Granted, this is a manager like prior to this last year's the summer of last year. Not the summer that's passed, but the summer before. He was at Everton. The guy came from Everton.
That's true,
bro. The guy came from Everton, walked into Real Madrid after Zidane taught him deuces and left. Took that Real Madrid team and they won them another Champions League, beating PSG, beating Chelsea, beating Manchester City and Liverpool, and as well as winning La Liga. Come on, man! Like you gotta give it to Ancelotti. He did a madness. That was mad.
And the thing is that Argentina, they were favorites to win the World Cup. Like they were like in the top 3 teams. Like for me, Real Madrid, like I don't think a lot of people expected them to win the Champions League.
Yeah.
Especially with
but just before you go, as well, like something that's not labeled as Scaloni is that one thing a manager has to do is in-game management. His in-game management was horrendous, bro. Every game, the longer the game went on for, the more likely they were to bottle it, bro. Against Australia, they almost came back. Netherlands, they came back. Against France, they came back. This guy could not make a change. Bro.
I mean, I felt that his big mess up was
taking
maybe Netherlands, but definitely the final.
Taking Di Maria off was such a horrendous
decision. For me, that alone might actually just swing into Ancelotti because, bro, that should have blown up in his face because that's how did this was the guy to win your whole thing.
Can I just cook on this just quickly? Because, bro, let's be honest, bro. This guy came into this competition with completely wrong formation and tactic. This guy had to lose for him to get it right.
So Saudi Arabia,
and fair play, bro. Like you got that wake up call, bro. Blessing in disguise. But at the end of the day, I feel like that was more individual brilliance in that World Cup because when it comes to Ancelotti, Ancelotti deserves this award solely for one thing. This guy, people forget because it's been a long time ago now. This guy taught Vinny how to finish, bro. You know how crazy that is? No, you're laughing.
What a hater.
No. Hater. You know how crazy that is, because this guy, people forget how ass he was, bro. How ass he was. He dropped like 20 plus G's last season under Ancelotti, bro.
Wait, sorry. How many points did City get last season to win the league? It was what,
94, I think.
Now, did any other team get as many points in the top leagues?
I believe, was it?
So that could be. I'm just trying to be devil's advocate for Pep.
No.
The argument is that
doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense because Ancelotti was resting players because he already won the league.
Yeah, it's already done for him. Like if you look at it, we weren't competing with them,
and Liverpool were pushing City all the way. No. For me, I just think that the Moroccan manager he got played out. Like I'm like, how do you not put him in based on what he did at the World Cup, and also I think it just shows that they completely disregard what he did in Africa, and also even if you disregard that, bro, he was the guy that got the first African team to the semi-finals, beating Spain and Portugal on the way. I'm like, how does it go? I mean, you have to talk to me your views on the nominaciones.
No, I mean, shout out to the Argentina manager. I mean, I think he did an amazing job. I understand what Abdul was saying, but bro, man, this is Messi's only World Cup. Come on, like they Argentina tried like different type of managers, bro, and the only manager to actually win, manage Argentina to World Cup final and actually win it was him. So you have to give him his props. But then I will do agree with Abdul 1000%. Ancelotti, the craziness that Ancelotti has done last season is not even talked about enough, in my opinion. Like, bro, Rodrigo, where the heck did that come from? Where did that come from? Come bringing out Rodrigo, especially against the City game, where Rodrigo out of nowhere scored 2 goals, out of nowhere. Turned that around, and then people need to understand as well the teams that he played. He played a PSG team that people were saying that we're gonna win the Champions League. He went through that test. He beat the reigning Champions
Yes,
League.
no. Yes, hold it right there. Was it Ancelotti that beat PSG, or was it Benzema?
Both.
But his eyebrow goes up, things happen. So, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I mean, every time he does that, they end up coming back. I don't know. I've called PSG a clown, but I'm just saying, like, to go the route that they went through, the PSGs, the Chelsea was crazy too, and Chelsea was actually crazy because they were the reigning Champions League holders. They won the Champions. So and then to play Manchester City and Liverpool. Come on, you got to give Ancelotti that, bro.
And you see it, and HH says, "Oh, but PSG was Benzema." Scaloni, bro, two of his wins in the knockouts were on penalties, bro. That has nothing to do with it.
No, I mean, shout out to Scaloni though. I'm not gonna lie to you that Argentina winning the World Cup, man. You got all those players, even the manager, the coaching staff, all of them are legends. Like, let's be real out here. Like, come on, they gave Messi his only World Cup. That's insane.
The goats.
But genuinely, oh sorry, yes sir, go ahead.
But I guess if you take away the competition of the FIFA, and we talk about the entire year. Bro, Ancelotti, the stuff that the fact that Benzema ended up being injured, then they had to maintain that run. Bro, like I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
No. Let's take Let me come to Elijah.
Wait, can I?
Mike, and I'll come to Elijah. Mike,
because bring up my AVI. If this guy was in the final 3, I'm sorry, he should win it. I know Ancelotti did amazing with Real Madrid, but what Walid did with Morocco, he should be winning this easily in my opinion.
But see, Mike, that's why I use the argument of Dodd. If you use the argument of Dodd, he wins it because it's like what do you have and what do you achieve with what you have? What he achieved with what he had, he should win it.
So if he was in the final 3, would everybody pick him to win this?
No, Mike. If I was a judge, I would pick him based on my criteria. I would pick 100%.
In the panel, would you guys pick Walid if he was in the final 3?
Yeah, I would.
I think I will too. Yeah.
I would still pick Ancelotti, but yeah.
No, but the thing is, he would never get nominated.
Why would you pick Ancelotti over him?
No, obviously he did well, but let's be honest, like none of us was the African Champions League and all that stuff.
Fine. When people just taking Morocco to the World Cup semi-final, beating Spain and Portugal.
Yeah, obviously, he took them to the semi-final, but at the end of the day, it's what you want. And the thing is that Ancelotti done.
You have to compare. For me, but it's about who was the best manager. Yes, Ancelotti won the champs and so forth. It's Real Madrid, and he's using Morocco. So you can only pick the players from Morocco, and this is Real Madrid, one of the biggest clubs in the world. So, in terms of tools at your disposal, it is freaking an ant against a freaking spaceship.
Yeah, but for me, honestly, for me, that's for the knockouts. That's the best knockout. That's the best route to the finals that I've seen ever in my lifetime. So for me, that was a great and the games as well. The way Real Madrid won these games as well. In the way they won the game, it's crazy for me. The way they won, it's crazy.
Elijah, talk to me. Which manager do you give it to?
All right, boys, how we doing?
Good.
It's Merseyside Derby week. You know what I'm saying? These before I get into what I gotta say, I got a DM from an Everton fan calling me a red monkey bastard for being a Liverpool fan. These Neverton fans, bro. These Neverton fans, they don't learn. 27 years, no trophies, but they want to talk. I don't understand.
Madness.
No, the award should go to in my opinion, should go to the brother who was the manager of Morocco. I mean, let's just be really honest here. He was a caretaker manager, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Like he wasn't even the full-time manager.
Yeah.
So that already on its own is dod. Let's be really honest. You can say the same for Scaloni as well. Scaloni was also a caretaker, was he not?
Yeah,
He was.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So who is the top three again? It's
Scaloni,
Pep, Ancelotti, and
Ancelotti.
Okay, so my question is why the hell is Pep in this conversation?
No idea.
because he won the Prem. He won the Prem.
No. So this is where my issue is with this European bias. That's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it European bias. Why? Because one, it's FIFA's award, and it's basically the "what have you done for me lately" type of thing, instead of looking at the whole scope or the whole body of work. That's the problem with this award I have. And I had the same issue with a bit of the Golden Balls, the Ballon d'Ors, where it's a lot of the "what have you done for me lately," not the looking at the entire body of work, you know. So for me, in my opinion, it should go to the Moroccan manager, but because he is not in this situation, I would give it to Scaloni because one, he wasn't even supposed to be in this position, but he found himself in a position of luck and then just rode that luck all the way. So I mean, his luck paid off. I'd give it to him. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Wait, let me hear this. So Gatlock. Felix went from solitary confinement to freedom.
Nah, I don't think it said that.
Minnesota United FC. I believe I should win. I'm white and I use a broom. Oh, wow.
Yo, this
Look,
guy, man.
That Hogwarts Legacy game is that, man. Wait, hold up. Is it on PS5 only?
No, yeah, it came out on PS5, but it's gonna release for other consoles. But PS5, bro, you gotta get that, man. You gotta get that for that game, bro.
Bro, it's 500 smackers for that and FIFA. They're only doing it bundles.
No. You could get it cheaper for like 400 something.
Okay, Zeman, send me a link. Send me a link.
Don't buy
Alhambra,
FIFA, man.
I'm sorry, but Walid Regragui performed better than Scaloni as a manager. He was that close to not taking Enzo. Would have been in the mud otherwise, man. No, look. I mean, yeah, the Walid guy. For me, I feel that the fact that he's not even nominated is crazy. He should be in there. So, guys, tomorrow.
Wait, very quickly, it's it.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
What's the Nigerian manager name?
So tomorrow we might do.
Do you guys have a manager? Did you guys sack him?
Tomorrow we do a City post-match reaction. But
let's not speak about
Sunday,
that.
Sunday is so watch for the City match reaction, but definitely for Sunday in the evening, Champions League preview. The UC is back and we'll have.
Actually, who City play?
Aston
Good
Villa.
evening. They're playing Villa.
Good evening.
No, but
Good evening.
no,
Good
yes,
evening.
yeah. The big thing is Chelsea, Dortmund, and Bayern against PSG.
You're gonna get touched, bro.
Peace out. Peace.